Hey, Robert. Happy Thursday. How are you? I'm just going to wait because sometimes people get notifications late. So let me just wait. Hit the like button. Hey, Miss D. Good morning to you. And how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Hey, Brittany. Yes, it is, Robert. Yes. Hey, Miss Joy. How's everyone today? Y'all, it's cold today. Shit. Ugh. It is cold today. That wind is blowing. After a while, it's gonna be time for some heat. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely cold today. How's everyone doing? Yeah, when I woke up this morning, baby, it was cold. I'm like, well, oh, happy to the people that live in Texas and Florida because they don't get as cold, you know, as we get. Hey, Latte. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Miss Barbara. You do Miss Brittany. Guess what? That's what I did this morning too. I did laundry this morning too. I did the same thing. I woke up a little early and I started putting them clothes in the machine and all of that stuff. Excuse me, putting them in the dryer and all of that stuff. So yes, I did the same thing this morning, honey. Yes, I have duties that got to be done before I can even do my lives and make sure everything is done. But I did the same thing, Brittany. Hey, brown sugar. Yeah, I did the same thing this morning, so I had to do some laundry this morning. Yeah. So I got that out the way. Thank God tomorrow's Friday. I got some screenshots last night that people was telling me that Holly has her baby back. And I'm not surprised because I knew eventually they probably would give her baby back. Yeah, so yeah. And they also say that she's on vacation, honey. Hmm. And somebody told me they believe Holly, auntie, is Holly mother. I said, I wouldn't be surprised, honey. I wouldn't be surprised, child. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I really wouldn't. Because who knows? Yeah, they said she got a baby back. She's on vacation. I got pictures of her on vacation. Hmm. Hey, Auntie Strokes, how are you? And Teresa, hello. And they were saying that she's on vacation. They sent me pictures. So she's out here, she's living her life, and yeah, probably with no regrets of anything that she did. Unfortunately, you know. So, child, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, y'all. I really don't. You know, it's crazy. Miss Joy, to be honest to you, I don't even trust him. I'm just gonna be honest to you, Miss Joy. I don't even trust him at this point. I really don't. I really don't. I don't even trust him at this point to even say. you know, what's really going on. I don't trust them. What, are you serious? Wow. How sad. Yes. She's on vacation. I got the picture. I don't follow none of the family. I don't follow none of them. So I got pictures yesterday that she on vacation and she got the baby back and she's living her life, honey. One of her relatives made a post saying we don't fight. I got that screenshot. Somebody sent me that screenshot, and I was like, "Oh, damn! Wow, that's something for him to say or her." Hey, Miss D. Hey, baby, how are you? Like a lot of people were saying, they have to have something we have not seen yet. Mm. I don't know what's going on. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Beautiful. Hello, Miss D. Chat and blessings. Hello, truly blessed, baby. I haven't seen nothing about Holly family. Well, I've been getting inboxes on stuff. I mean, shit, them goddamn police over there in Chicago, see, they probably over there trying to help them goddamn ICE people. Baby, shit, you know ICE over there, they out of control over there, honey. ICE is out of control over there, baby. They is tearing Chicago down. Okay, they stopping people, busting up all them people, place of businesses, going inside of the schools. Y'all, because I follow Chicago news, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Miss D laugh out loud. Them AI pictures look to me, but I think they're old pictures. They are trying to say she been doing this. No, I'm not talking about I'm talking about the vacation pictures. I will send pictures that they are on vacation. And it is update pictures that she do have her son back. I don't know neither, Roy D, but I have been um very proud of you. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, they over there fighting them goddamn ICE people, you know, because they got to help them ICE people get them people, you know, because that's what Trump want. Trump want the local police to help ICE out when they come to everybody's town. So that's what the police department over there doing, and they helping ICE out. Oh, I believe you. I just don't watch nothing that's not on my regular channels. Yeah, I follow Chicago news. I think the auntie is the mother for real. That's what people saying. They think the auntie is the mama. That's what people saying. They're throwing people off and saying it's the auntie, but they saying it's the mama. Now, I don't know, but that's what people saying. But I don't know. We don't really know who behind them pages. My God, what this world is coming to. This is sad. Yes. Sure is facts. I've been keeping up with the news in Chicago. Yeah, ain't that what they doing, sis? You know I ain't lying. The ICE out there is bad out there. They bad. Did I say that weeks ago? You sure said it, sis. You did. Hello, everyone. Hello to you too, my darling. Yeah, you did say it. You said it. This is crazy. This is very crazy. It's sad. It's looking like this case may be closed. Yeah, it looked like it may be a closed case, and they just not saying nothing. You know, I mean, they ain't got no limitation on, homicide, but it looked like it may be an open and shut case. Just go cold for a minute. I mean, we got to face reality for what it really is, because the mom just came out with the name Tammy, and she so-called auntie is Tamika. Could be the same lady. That's what I'm saying, Barbara. You on point, my lady. I think so, because sometimes her and change. I think she may be The mother, because why? Right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all getting it? Y'all getting it? Hmm. Then was on her vacation because this is happening and she can't visit the baby election. Well, the baby is back with her. The baby is back with the mother. Freddie, what's going on, my auntie? The baby? Joy says, shaking my fucking head. That's all you can do is shake your head on this shit. Thanks for all you do, Miss D. I just want to say justice for justice served. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you. Cause baby, they fighting. See, Ice over there fighting like a motherfucker right now.
So is.
Girl, ICE is fighting like
Definitely
crazy in
is.
Chicago. I'm telling you,
If they
baby.
don't have a reason
Girl, they
to.
pulling up in your houses and they pulling you
Hmm.
over. I mean, they fight
Hmm.
like a motherfucker in Chicago right now.
Oh yeah. Well, I came on here because I had a conversation with the auntie, the mama, and whoever she is. And my biggest
Wait a minute,
question,
whose side of the family you talking about?
Holly.
Okay.
So the question that I first I was really, really like confused that why are y'all sending him pictures that's so intimate? Like I'm confused at why do world need to see that. So I had to sit back and say, I got daughters. So I had to ask a question, Fred, there's gotta be some type of competition on who the better woman. What
Mm-hmm.
they're displaying to me is a character. Just think like this. If her auntie is sitting up allowing this and condoning this type of action, how do y'all think Holly, well, Khadijah was? I ain't calling her Holly. My cousin them like she is no longer Holly. We are addressing her as Khadijah. So I had to ask a question which she got smart with me, which is cool. It means nothing to me, but as a woman and as a mother, y'all still y'all condoning what she did. Y'all not even saying, our condolences to the family. Like that's not, we not condoning nobody being killed. So what she tried to tell me this morning was she had a right to do what she did to protect her baby and herself. I said, well, in the video, it doesn't show her protecting her baby. In the video I think it didn't show you protecting the baby or even being concerned with a child. So my next question is, who girlfriend is she now? Is she Carlos' girlfriend or is she Q girlfriend? Because the pictures that he shared like some hours ago with her with the thong on and her little booty showing, that's not appropriate. Like, why are you sending him these type of videos? He ain't
Wait a
doing
minute, girl,
number
where you see that at, Auntie?
on Quadre page. On
Lord have
Quad,
mercy.
man, the man got so many pictures. Then you got the naysayers in the background. Oh, that's because their family is classy. How do y'all know anything about Romika's family? How do you know anything about her aunties?
See, the
How do you
only
know?
thing they know about Ramika family is what Carlos was telling
And
Polly,
Carlos, but
and,
no,
and,
but
and, and she was telling them.
cool. But they still don't know if that's the
Let's get a little
truth.
personal. Right, I get what you're saying.
You still don't know. They might say, I'm get Freddie ghetto as hell. But Freddie got a damn good job too. Freddie got condo. Freddie own the house. Freddie own the. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you can't go off what these people what other people was telling you about the family. And when I'm telling you he uploaded so many pictures yesterday of because I try to stay away from his page, but my cousin had reached out to me like, what in the world is going on with them?
Yeah,
Like
because I unfollowed him. I couldn't take it no more.
yeah, I can't do it no more because I've been to say something to him like I just did on somebody else's thing. I had to say something to him because while you sending him these pictures, I wonder do Carlos approve of you looking at his girlfriend like men protect they women. A man don't want they woman showcased all across social media naked and the stuff that she had on, and oh, she's a businesswoman. I said, well, good for her, she a businesswoman. That's more money they can get when they sue her ass. So again, the I don't I'ma say this from the person I talked to this morning, I'm not even for sure that's the mama or the auntie.
That's what I'm telling you. You don't
I think
they're
that's a
not gonna really
kid.
say who they are. You know what I'm
Right, because
saying?
you can't see behind them pages, but I honestly like looking at the picture. The people are older. I'm praying that an older woman is not sitting back condoning this, because we looking at it as you basically showing us how you acted with Romika. You feel you tried to compare yourself with Romika. You tried to show, I've been to out of the country too, and I've done this, and I know my daughters them all them travel, baby, from one end of the world to the other end of the world. These little girls, they gets down, they travels. They work, they travel, they party, they do what they do. But I'm not for sure if that's I'm praying that ain't no mama or no person that's older than her behind that page.
Because that's what I'm saying too. If that's her mother, like I see why she the way she is. Because listen, I got 3 daughters, but I'm not gonna be with my daughters when they wrong. Straight
Yeah,
up, period. I'm gonna tell them that they are wrong, but I'm gonna still be with you. But I gotta let you know what you did was wrong. I feel like you didn't think this out. You let someone get. I tell my daughters what it is.
that you
Period.
supposed to, because how are they gonna learn about the world? Long as
Right.
you sitting up condoning stuff like that, you not teaching them nothing. And see,
There's
I don't
no
play that
way,
with my
Freddie, you
daughters.
right. There's no way I'm gonna sit here and give my daughter pictures to post of a deceased woman, or give it to a man to tell someone else to do that of a deceased person, no matter what the situation is. Okay? So you are
Exactly.
right. Is this
Nah, it's
really
weird.
her
It's
mother?
weird. I don't
Yeah, her
know who it
mother
is
weird to
behind.
me.
Yeah, that's because you sending him like pictures, like I mean, it's picture after picture after picture. And me being a woman that seen all type of crap throughout my life, man, this is about father crazy. Is because why do Quadre need your pictures? What is your point of doing this? Well, I'm like, what are you trying to prove? We not saying she's an ugly girl, because you could be cute as hell on the face and have the nastiest attitude and everything else on the inside. You could be beautiful as hell and your heart not right on the inside. So it's like, what's your point? Because Ramika not here to battle with you. Ramika not here to defend herself to you. Ramika can't throw 50 pictures and do all of this. Any pictures that's being shared of Ramika is through her family. Any pictures that's being shared is through her friends, and it's a lot of them. She has a lot of love out here. So I don't know if she's trying to show the world, even with the video that she put together, her and Carlos, it's like, who cares at this point? If you say that's your man, then that's your man. Who are you trying to prove it to? Because we don't care.
Because it makes me feel like her mother and her auntie condones what she did,
Yeah,
whether it
yeah.
was right or wrong. That's what it looks to me in my eyes.
And you
You know
never
what I'm
supposed
saying?
to gloat. You never, so it's no compassion. It's no empathy. I was so furious last night, because I talked to the aunt and Ramika's sister too last night. So,
So what did Ramika's sister say?
man, they really trying not to feed into the social media
I
stuff.
kind of felt the sister and the mama was.
They
I felt it in my
trying,
spirit.
yeah, they're not trying to feed into that. They go is, you know, it's justice for Romika. And
And
that's
God
gonna
bless them.
always be the stand.
Yeah.
Nobody trying to go into no competition with y'all. You know what I'm saying? If she got a business, good for her. If she'd have been to Aruba, whoop-de-doo for her. If you'd have been to Mexico, who gives two ucks? Don't nobody
It has
care.
nothing to do with what's going
It
on.
don't have, and that's my problem with dude. Like Cadre, I don't get what you're doing, sir, young man, whatever girl, whatever you want to call yourself. Because me per se, I asked a few little young boys, would y'all be okay with y'all women sending another man pictures to put on his page? They all say, hell no. What's the point behind it? What are you sending him these pictures for? Why? And then he making his subliminal posts and saying stuff like, dude, you act like a female to me. You act like a female. If
Yeah.
only females do like petty ass females do what you doing. You act like a girl now. Ain't
Yeah.
no effort because Romika again is not here to defend none of this. You know, her family could come out swinging like, well, we got this picture, we got that picture. What point would that prove?
But if you want to be clear on this, Auntie Freddie, it makes me feel like her family is a bully and she's also a
Hmm.
bully too.
They just
That's
do it in
my
a
view of
different
looking
way.
at it.
They
Okay?
do it in a different way,
In a
though.
different way.
They
Right.
do it in a different way because if this is what y'all doing on Quadre page, I can only imagine what she was doing to Romika. See, she already feel like she's better than her. She feel like she's more educated. Have you ever been around somebody like that? That feel like
Yes,
they're more
I have.
educated than you, they're more better than you. You might live in a different area of the city of
Oh
Chicago,
yeah.
but the
I've been
but
around
my
people like that.
yes, but my cousin broke it down like she said, Fred, they middle class just like us. You know what I'm saying? And anybody when COVID hit, everybody was getting businesses, you know. So we not gonna compare who's better and who's not, especially to a woman that's deceased. Again, it should have been a condolences. It should have been some type of empathy. Y'all in World War III, 4, 5, trying to compete with a woman that's deceased and her family. They never said nothing about your family. The only thing they steady hollering is we want justice from our niece, my daughter, my cousin. That's what they hollering. And I stand still with them when they say it. It's definitely justice.
So the auntie slash mama think it was okay for what Holly did.
I asked the person, I don't know who it is. I asked them, so
That's
you're
why I said
okay?
auntie slash mama.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. So I asked, so that's okay with you what she did? And all she could say is she had to protect her daughter, her son, her child, and her. I said, but she wasn't concerned with her child. And I don't gotta explain nothing to you. You right, you don't. You don't. You showing us her character by sending pictures to Cadre. You showing us her character. You
Right.
showing us your character. You showing
Right.
us how you all are. Y'all went from Holy Bible people to now y'all rich.
No,
Y'all
they
got
ain't
it
rich.
like that.
They
Yeah,
may
I
got
know
a little
they
bit of
ain't
money,
rich.
but baby, they ain't rich.
Let me tell you something. The police watching them pages. I suggest anybody that's synced that page, like I did, I screen recorded it. And I'm gonna make a mental note of it because she
Hey,
looks
Lisa.
mighty. Look, she looks mighty happy on them pictures. She don't look like a person that's in fear for her life and scared out her mind. And she doesn't look like a person that's afraid of Romika. She look like a happy person to me that talk a lot of internet mess, and that's just the bottom line. You don't see no fear for young lady in them pictures. In them videos, ain't a fear bone in her. She looks happy. She's living her life. She turning up drinks. Hell, one video I seen she was rolling her a blunt. So
Oh,
she
she smoke
does.
weed?
Yeah, she does not look like this unhappy person that's fearful of her life. She's scared out of her mind. Them pictures shows none of that. And like my cousin said last night, she saying they still ain't showed no video of Romika attacking her or Romika running up on her where she's so scared out of her mind. Them videos are actually evidence to Romika's case to prove that nothing was wrong with this young lady. That's why I told the auntie this is character now. We going into her character. And you all's
And what they
character.
should did, they should have see when she on some weed when she pow Ramika.
Exactly. Baby, she
That's what they
talked up.
should have did. To see when she
Yeah.
was under the influence.
They trying to prove this point to the world. I don't know what the point is. I'm steady asking, but I can't get an answer. I'm not getting the answer to why you all are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that hang with females and had incidents with females, some females be naturally just jealous hearted. You know what I'm saying? You fighting
Right.
with a woman. You're fighting with a woman that's not even here. She's not here. So you can show
And
50
that's
pictures
why
of
I said,
Carlos.
Auntie, I can feel that she was in some ways too attacking Ramika, because look at what
Yes.
she's doing now, but she's getting other
Yes.
people to do it for her.
Yes. And they okay with that. Like one of her little friends said something, but that's irrelevant. That's young girl minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you ain't really been out in the world or had someone to teach you, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. The pattern is gonna continue. And she might have to hurt another mother chucker about Carlos because she needs to change her ways of thinking. And that's just the bottom line. And if ain't nobody really there, like I had an old school grandmother. And my grandmother taught me as a teenager coming up, anybody pull a weapon, that's coward. I had a friend that always, every time we get into an altercation, she pulling a knife instantly. You feel me? So my grandmother said, you like being around this young lady? I'm like, well, she cool. She was like, anybody that pull any type of weapon to fight is a coward. That was in my time when I was 14 to 15 years old. But I had structure. I had people around me that was teaching me how to be a woman. I had
Right.
someone telling, like, my grandmama didn't play that. If I did something wrong, baby, I'm going to hear it. I used to be like, Lord, have mercy, I'm in trouble. I might as well get it over with. Because she didn't condone right, no matter what it was. And that's even up until she left this earth last year. If it's something we not doing right, she not one of the ones finna hold our hand. She probably would have called me every coward. You a coward. You had to use a gun to do what? You don't know how to, fight or walk away. Yeah, it's ridiculous on his page. And you got people
Now, when you
literally.
asked your auntie yesterday on the phone talking to her, why is
I
Quadri
messaged her.
still? Oh, you okay? When you asked her why was he still doing the? Why was she sending the pictures? What was her response?
Oh no, I talked to her on Facebook. She didn't respond. Because I told her that's you sending pictures to a person that you don't. Well, I didn't call him a person. I call him the N word. You sending pictures to somebody that you don't know. You don't know what's his ulterior motive. You don't know nothing about him, and you are okay with sending some type of pictures like that to a man you ain't never met. Nah, something wrong with y'all. I
Yeah,
don't know what type of game he ran on y'all because it ain't nothing but game. But it's nowhere in hell that I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship with my old man, and I'm just gonna randomly start sending pictures to my old man friend. You think he finna question the shit out of me? Like, is you cool? I don't get what I don't even understand that the man page is off the chain and it went from a show between light skinned and dark skinned. Then it went from now it's all about her. Then I think that his story thing, how he's saying he wishing he had someone. And if y'all don't know it or not, believe it or not, it be some men out here just as jealous as females. It be some men they be jealous of a woman. And at this point, I'm like, you getting all this girl naked pictures here. You better hold you Peter Man in your hand and jack off that way. Cause I'm pretty sure like I just don't understand. I don't understand. They can't explain it to me. If we not in no competition, because like I said, Romika was an outstanding person. Like her personality is very contagious. Which if you want somebody to come to your party, you definitely invite Romika. Even from I'm gonna say that's why I got to get your email. I want to send you that cheerleading thing. Even from there, like when she was a cheerleader, she just was outstanding. Her personality, she had a personality, and this young lady clearly don't. She has a personality, but I would never understand why you sending Carlos' ex-friend all of your videos and pictures. That don't make sense.
yeah,
I
I
don't know
never
if anybody
understood
in
that.
the
Because at
anybody in
first
the
I thought maybe he'd been around Carlos for, and then,
girl.
Carlos was sending him the pictures, or maybe at that time he was friends with Carlos and he kept this stuff. But then when people started saying, no, no, that's
No.
coming from her side of the family, I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm. Got it. It's either her or it let's just say this. I believe that's her behind that page. I don't believe it's no auntie. I don't believe it's no mama. Because my daughter can log in my page and get on my page and talk crap. You know what I'm saying? So, I
Okay.
mean, I just can't see no grown woman okay with that. And anybody that's in the chat that got a man or a husband, even a friend gonna tell you, "Well, why are you sending pictures to my homie? Like, you cool?" So I don't get it. I don't understand. Cadre said this morning on another thing. He said he told the lady it's y'all fault. What are you talking about? Is you mental? How is it our fault? She's sending you pictures. Your homie, baby mama, is now sending intimate pictures, all type of pictures to you, and he ain't questioning that? Cause I would.
What do you mean it's other people's fault? No, it's their fault. They sending it. We ain't sending it.
Baby, it's the
We
mind
don't have
you
none of
do.
them pictures.
Where I work at, I had to learn. People think so different out here nowadays. It's like they don't
Mhm.
think outside their box. They
Right.
stuck in their ways. That's cause that's what's really wrong with Q. Q stuck in his ways. He trying to prove some other point, and it ain't the point. At this point, you not defending Carlos.
Right.
It even got me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it even had me questioning his, like, I don't know his motives. See, we not gonna know until the end what his real motives is, but I'ma stand on what I'm saying. I don't think he get too ucks about Carlos or Romika or Holly. To be honest with you, it's just something else that's going on beneath the eye that we can't see. We ain't in his
Exactly.
mind. We not in his mind, so we can't, say, okay, this what you thinking. Nah, it's something else now. It's something else now
But you
because
know
for
what? You
her,
can tell that the mother slash auntie is slow, right?
got to be,
Gotta be slow. And the reason
got
why
to
I
be.
say they are slow, because you sat back and believed that everything Holly told you before this
Mm-hmm.
even happened to Ramika, because you can tell by the things that y'all are doing and saying now,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
then you would believe everything that Quadre say, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
you're giving him the pictures to post now. So it seems like
Mm-hmm.
it's a slow ass fucking family to be grown
Yeah.
ass fucking women.
And you gotta realize too, Roy, you gotta realize a lot of people might have you born on this earth, but a lot of people ain't been through nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And it sounds like some women that ain't honestly probably have not been through too much out here, especially that little girl. Cause I can't call her no woman no more. I can't give her that title. Cause what you doing is you're not showing that you a woman. You showing you a little ass girl to me. What you doing is childish. I got a 31-year-old. She's not doing no crap like that. You understand? So it's like something is not right. Something is very, very much so off. I don't care. He take me. I look at him like a person that'll get in the interrogation room and he gonna tell on everybody. That's the type of person I look at Q to be. Like, he come off to me as that type of person that he'll do the dirt with you, but when he get in that interrogation room, he gonna tell on you. And
Yep.
that's how I look at him now. Now
Yep.
this little girl, because that's what she is, a little girl, ain't no real man finna sit up and say that is some cool shit you did. Yes, send all your pictures to my homie that I don't mess with.
Yeah, let
Uh,
me show the world how much that Holly had that Ramika didn't have, or what Holly had before she met Carlos, and this and that. That's what he's trying to prove.
yeah, but if
But
Carlos
that's
gets
nothing compared to an evil motherfucking heart. You can have
that
the
part,
world, but if your heart is dark, you ain't shit.
and that's what I'm saying. You could be the prettiest. We done heard about more women that's surgery wise, they so gorgeous and they had the hardest time in a relationship. They get cheated on the most. They get the butts and the titties, no disrespect to the BBL girls, but them be the ones that go through the worstest type of relationships. You
Yep,
understand what I'm saying? So
yep.
it ain't about outside, it's your insides that matter. It's that heart that matter. God
Yeah.
don't care if you got polka dots on your face, blue hair, green hair. It's your heart that count. And they showing they are some heartless ass people. They
Yeah,
are
that
heartless.
family evil.
They heartless.
And see, Holly, she got to take out for her mother. Her mother got to be an evil motherfucker too. She got them ways from her mama, hun. You can tell.
Yeah.
This started from a childhood up.
Well,
She
we
got
still can't
very,
say that's the mama up under them posters. That could be her.
yeah, it could be her, but I'm just saying the ways that she got
Yeah, because they not correcting it.
right, and
They
they
not
never
correcting it.
corrected it.
They
Okay,
not correcting
well,
it.
I'm gonna
They
tell
not
you something. At the
correcting it.
end of the day, Holly ain't gonna respect them neither.
Now Holly gonna do something else
Mm-hmm.
that ain't gonna get up out because she's still not in the clear. You still not in the clear. I don't know why they state because they think Chicago. I get they let people out and they need to stop that. But what she not understanding, they watching everything you do. Them pictures just show a whole character that you're happy. You're not fearing for your life. Like if I was a lawyer, I would display every video and picture off Quadre page to put in front of a judge because you got to be okay with life if you sending them to him. You can't be scared and this fearful person as you say you was of Ramika, but you sending this Negro ninja all your pictures and stuff, all your videos. Like, why?
Because nobody
What's
cares what business you got and all that. No,
that
this don't have
part?
nothing to do with the situation. What you doing now, what you did before, they have nothing to do with this.
You battling with a woman that's not even here.
Because Quadra got to understand who are you making jealous,
Ramika's not here.
right?
If you say you what they say, if you say you got the man, let her have him. I mean, it's okay. The person that you was battling with, you killed them. You killed us. So it's not like who you battling with now. Not us. We don't give a damn. We want the facts, the basics, get to the point. You shot her, you showing us why now. Your character is coming out. The videos one, they had some type of 80 Shades of party. Like, ain't nobody never did stuff in life like that before. Like, stop playing. The auntie made a post. Yeah, she hang around old people because we have business in this an establishment. Who cares about all that? You don't know what Romika mother has. You don't know what her family is doing. It just was too much pillow talking for me. It's too much
Right.
pillow talking about people that you don't know. If you
And
would have
that's
seen how
not gonna
packed that
happen.
funeral was, let me tell you something. It was teachers in there. It was educational people in there. It was business people in there. It was man. It was a lot of people in there alone, just in there. We ain't talking about outside. We ain't got to the outside yet. We talking about the people that's sitting here, every seat taken, every balcony seat taken. Like she had a lot of love out here. She had a lot of love. I'm proud of her friends, including my daughters, including my nieces and my little cousin.
Well,
I'm so
look at somebody named Ice said she how defending herself. Well, tell me how she defended herself. And
man, I'm so sick of ice.
before you put
Let
it
me
in the chat, give me some proof that Holly defended herself.
let me tell you something about this ice person so she can hear me loud and clear.
Okay, baby.
Because I need for her to understand. Because I done told her time and time again. That's Holly friend, if you didn't know. That is one of her
Oh, okay.
friends.
Thank you, Auntie.
That's one of her friends because for you to say that is cool for another woman to shoot another woman in the face like that speaks volumes on who you are as a woman. You understand what I'm saying? For you to even say that she had the right to defend herself, see, if you matching guns with guns, all right, you might have to defend yourself. But if you telling me that she had to bring a gun to a fight with a scary ass, that's not defending yourself. You took it upon yourself to play God now. That's what you did. But you know karma come back around. See, what people fail to realize, you can do everything you still got to answer to God at the end of the day. Because murder is murder. No matter how you put it in your head that it was right, you still got to deal with God when it's all said and done. This ICE person, she been trying to defend her since the beginning. And I said, that got to be a friend. That has to be a friend. You got to be a friend of hers. And you could be a friend of hers. But at the end of the day, we still fighting justice for Romika in Chicago. See, what you don't understand, that's a chain, that's a reaction that caused
Now
another
you
type
talking
of
stupid. You
reaction.
saying what they sell guns for? They do sell guns for people to protect themselves,
And
but they
tell
don't
her that's
sell guns for
why,
a person
and
to kill
that's
a
why
person.
we're going to
Okay?
Springfield. That's why with the parents, we all coming together. We're going to Springfield because they need to redo these laws with these guns. Because it's stupid people like ICE that's always talking shit in the background, that always have something to say when it comes to her friend. And again, respectfully, defend your home girl, but we still gonna defend Ramika no matter what you say out your mouth. No matter what you say, how
Right.
you say it. That's why they need to stop letting them get guns. They need to do a mental evaluation on these people that's getting guns now. They need to go back to make, because back in the days, it was hard as hell to get a gun license. It wasn't as easy. When COVID passed, everybody was getting gun cards in Chicago. So she's irrelevant. She does that on everybody live. She gets cussed out on everybody's live. You in the wrong chat. If you Team Holly, go find Team Holly chat. Go over there with that lady that said that Holly not gonna get charged. Go on over there, because regardless of the fact, I'm from Chicago. And I ain't no punk. You understand what I'm saying? And I got some daughters that ain't no punks. They would get out there and fight in the field. We ain't gotta bring no guns to no fight. We ain't gotta bring a gun to the fight, Miss Icy. That's her friend. She go to everybody live doing that. She always do that. I was on somebody else live. You put me on, Roy D. I was on that lady live. She over there talking crap. I was on another, not live, I was listening. She all in their comments talking crap. Girl, okay, you Holly, hot Team Holly. Go your ass over there and go to the Team Holly panel. That's what you do. Yes. But that lets you
Right.
know. Let me calm down. That just lets you know the type of females they are. They got killing on their mind. I don't suggest nobody in the world to argue with Miss Ice, Holly, the Kedadra, the mama, or the aunties, because they already got it in their mind. They don't fight, they shoot motherfuckers in their face.
I got that post. I definitely did get that screenshot. Somebody sent me. I definitely did get that. And they said that came from one of the family members.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
I
she
got
she
that.
needs to go on. She always talking crap. If you Holly friend, be her friend. You can't change our opinion. And I'm for real from Chicago. I know what the state's attorney, how they play these games. The police
She's
be
my
into it
stuff
with the
exactly.
state.
Don't touch me, girl. Please, you,
See what I'm
girl.
saying?
Please
That's a
stop.
coward. That's a
Because you,
coward
you,
though.
you, you talking that shit only in your city, but in some cities will touch your punk ass. You
Yeah,
better
she's
know
a
that for
coward.
sure. You better
She's
know
a
that I for
coward.
sure. Because if you
She's
was
a
living in my
coward.
city, bitch, you will be touched, and they wouldn't have to put a gun to you.
And let me tell you something. I know some girls
They
that'll
won't
take that
touch you.
gun out
I
your
can, I can promise you they'll touch you.
I know some shorties, some little rough ride ass girls that'll take
Oh
that
yeah,
gun out of her hand and whoop her ass with it.
girl. She just don't know. She behind that keyboard talking that gangster shit.
And that's
Girl, you
all.
don't know,
That's
baby.
all. But you know what? They cowards. That's a coward move. Anytime you got to resort to a weapon on anybody, that's a coward. If Holly didn't have, Khadijah didn't have that gun on her that day, what would be your next option then? Would you have called the police or sat
Do
your
I
ass
got
in the
any
car?
moms in the chat? Is any moms in the
She a
chat?
coward. She a
Get her
coward. She's
out
a
of here. If I
coward.
got any moms in the bushes, get Ice out of here.
Yeah,
Block
she
her.
get kicked out. She get kicked out of everybody's stuff.
Thank you, Latte.
She
See you,
gets
bitch.
kicked out. She gets kicked out. That's why they need to do something, especially in Chicago with these guns. They need to do something. They need to take. I think they need to take everybody that got a license to carry and redo it all over again.
That
They
because you
need
got
to,
license to carry. It's not saying that you got license to carry to go around and just kill somebody because
but
they
they
say something
cowards.
to you. That's not
That
the way.
part.
That's not the way gun license set up here. You don't just go
Well,
around
word,
killing somebody.
words shouldn't hurt. That's like I told you, Miss Roy. That's like if me and you arguing. What the hell I finna go get a gun and shoot you for? We had an argument. We don't sit at each other's table. You don't sit at my table, I don't sit at your table.
What's up,
These
sexy
two
Ray?
hey Stacey Ray, these two ladies had no type of nothing around each other. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it don't make sense. Ice and being everybody chat doing that.
Well, she
She
gone
she
from over here.
yeah, she didn't got kicked out of Keys chat. She didn't got kicked out of a few people's stuff because she do the same thing. Like, girl, you one person going against 100 right now. That don't make sense. You can't force us to agree with your opinion. Just like you got an opinion, we got an opinion. And I'm
Yeah,
at this point, like I told my daughter, I don't give a fuck if she pulled her hair out of her head. That still then you didn't have the right to shoot her. You shouldn't have, you shot her in her face. That's
right.
personal. Anybody get shot in their face, their head, that's personal. Come
Mm-hmm.
on now. And
Mm-hmm.
Miss Ice don't
Absolutely.
know. I know some little rough ass little girls. They take that damn gun and whoop her ass with it. She better go on and have a seat somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot sit here and act tough because you know what I'm saying, because of what the retarded girl did, okay? Because she seems like she's crazy or something wrong with her, okay? Because every
Man.
state is different, okay? Please.
But I think
Sometimes
that's
people
her
ain't gotta have no gun
friend.
to take you down, baby. They'll take you down with their hands.
Yeah, but she got that gotta be a friend of hers. Cause even the ones that's defending Holly, well, Khadijah on other pages, these people locations ain't even in Chicago. They in other states. Maybe her family, because they older women, they be around. Women meet other women, and you know how they go. But people just putting their input on something that they don't know nothing about. And like I always taught my daughters, words don't hurt. They talked about Jesus. So what make you think you special? Let a person say what they gonna say. Words don't hurt. Don't stoop to nobody level because they think they better or look better than you. Let it be. Let it ride. But I don't think that's her mom or her auntie. At this point, I'm thinking it's her.
It could
I,
be.
I think I think it's her. Cause she done uploaded so many pictures. I'm like, why is she sending her pictures to another man like this? Like, that's weird.
Because,
That's
like I
kind of
said,
off to me.
piece the fact of whatever her and Holly had going on. It's the way. I think a lot of people is missing the point from the self defense part, right? If
Hmm.
they say it's self defense, that's what they say, right? Because I don't know and I wasn't there. But what I will
Hmm.
say is the fact of how she got gunned down in the street
Hmm.
like a dog. And a
Hmm.
lot of people that is saying mean things about Ramika, I know they got daughters. I know they got daughters. How would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot and this person had a restraining order on your daughter and your daughter seen this person, they got into an argument and they gun your daughter down? Would you say the same
Hmm.
thing? Would you say my daughter
But
deserved that? I'm just asking. How they said I'm asking for
that,
a friend.
nah, exactly. But you know what? Until death knock at their door, they'll never understand. They'll never understand nobody point of view until it come to their door. And that's just how the world go.
Right.
That's
Because
that's
that's how I look
mhm.
at it, sis. I look at it like that. Even though my kids don't fuck with people like that for restraining orders, but I'm just saying, if it would happen, something like that, you know what I'm saying? I would never want my daughters to do that to someone if they had to put a restraining order on somebody. I would tell my
Mhm.
daughters what to do besides just pulling out your weapon in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would teach my daughters.
Yeah, because a lot of these little local, I say, gang members, what they do in Chicago. If a person get killed, if they deceased them, and talk about them. And I even seen some boys on one YouTube. I'm smoking on this person, like just totally disrespectful. Totally disrespectful. And I just tell my kids, Robin, I never catch y'all ass crossing on social media disrespecting nobody to not, because just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because you got to deal with me. You gonna have to deal with your daddy, because we don't play that. Don't do that. You don't do disrespect somebody. Then when somebody trying to come get your ass because you done disrespected them, don't be looking stupid. Don't open the invitation for trouble. Don't bring trouble to yourself because you sitting up disrespecting somebody that's deceased. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I'm
It's like
really in
now
shock.
she's been a bully that she probably already was, but trying to say Ramika was bullying her.
Yeah, okay. That ain't what them videos showing me. You was a problem. You just do it differently. She tried to play the prissy girl role with hers. But what you showing is your character. Because it doesn't make sense for you to send Quadre not one video. Why are you sending Quadre a
Yeah,
video?
man. And listen, I would never want my daughters to do anything like that to someone. Never.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not unless they
Mm-hmm.
really, 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 it came down to they really had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If a person bring another weapon against them, like a knife or a bat or a brick, do what you got to do.
But let me tell you something. You should never be scared of nobody, no way, when you've been talking shit to them for months. You've
Well,
been you've been running your mouth too for a while with the I never and all that. You've been doing some things too in the backfield. You've been
and
talking
she,
crap for a long time. So now you want to play this. Oh my God, this I'm trying to protect me and my baby. Get your ass out of here.
and
But then
Auntie,
when
you can see where her character was at. She put in a chat a while ago, that's why Ramika dead and gone.
somebody else said that. Somebody
That's
else
a
said that.
shame. That is a shame to say something
Somebody
like
else
that.
said
I be
that.
goddamn.
Somebody else said that. Somebody else said
That's
that.
a shame.
Yeah, somebody else
Man,
said that.
I wish
They
my daughters would talk like that about somebody.
Me too. And I don't care if they
Man,
my enemy. I ain't gonna disrespect them. You know what? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Because
that.
we still got to deal with God at the end of the day. God give
Mhm.
us choices when we wake up in the morning. You had a choice at that moment to either do good or to do bad. And you chose to do bad. Y'all, they
This
you
lady said, who said that? Oh, the girl came in the chat and just said that. That's why Ramika dead and gone now. That's what she just said in the chat.
mm, wow.
That's
Wow.
that's deep. That's deep. That's real deep.
Why was it for well with friends like them, you don't need no enemies.
Mm-mm.
People like that, you just don't need. It's sad. I've never witnessed nothing in my 50 something years. I ain't gonna say my age, but I've never witnessed nothing like this ever. And
Yeah.
I say, even in death, girl, they still bothering you.
Yeah.
Even in your afterlife, you ain't even gotten heaven gates
And
all the
I
way
have had
fully.
people done a lot of bad shit to me and they passed away and I still pray for the family.
You
I didn't
got
talk down
to.
on that family.
You got to. You got to. You got to.
Mm-mm. I just let it go and I
Cause
prayed for the family.
that's when you playing God. You
Yep.
got to. I ain't disrespecting nobody that's deceased, whether I like them or don't like them.
Oh no, me neither. I ain't. No,
Some
I ain't.
stuff be like, damn, they died like that. Man, my condolences. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
all you should say.
Yeah.
All this going back and forth, who dressed better, who looked better, who. I mean, if she on there arguing about she got this and she got this, and if she ever run out of that, my family and her man gonna help her. I said, okay, go ahead. Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they was.
When I seen that comment, that's why I just told my mom, get him out of here. At first I was gonna let her rock out, you know what I'm saying? But when she said
Mm-mm.
that, nah, hell no. Nah.
Yeah,
I can't let you rock out like that. Not talking like that in my chat, about
yeah.
somebody.
But then if it happened to you, or it turned back and happened to you, because I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around. I'm a firm believer, karma is man, you what you don't get on this earth, God can definitely sit you down and humble
Oh,
you.
of course he will. Of course. And
I'm a
everything
firm
you try
believer
to
in
do
that.
in life to try to come up, if it don't work for you, you be sitting back thinking, why every time I try to do this, I can't get this, I can't do this, because God is showing you something.
Mm-hmm. You don't mock the dead. You're not supposed to mock the dead, and you still in competition with a woman that's not here. I don't know. That's why I said I don't know if that's a little girl on them pages or what the crap is going on. But you don't mock nobody that's deceased. You don't
Right.
say nothing about them. Then you naturally got people that's gonna defend Ramika in the comments. I understand because now like everybody was really asking, what is your point? The point is she had her concealed. That's all you know. You keep saying that shit. But the video I seen, she didn't give two fucks about a kid because she's sitting on the car talking on the phone when she ain't. Her adrenaline wasn't. Let me get my baby. Oh my God, I just shot somebody. And when they walked up, you didn't tell them you shot that young lady. Soon as the first thing you hollered, I'm a CCL and I got a restraining order, which is a civil restraining order, not an actual restraining order. Because a regular restraining order, you got to bring proof and you got to make police reports. If she was doing all this, you say to her, why you just didn't get her locked up? Why that's what made me feel like she knows somebody at that courthouse.
Yeah, I was
Somebody at
thinking
that
the same.
courthouse is cool with her to even let that ride like that. Why you just didn't get her locked up if she was doing all that to you? They so quick to
Yeah.
kill one another, but God got the last say.
All the time. All the time.
Anytime y'all get on Facebook and y'all gloating and bragging and trying to make them feel like they better than them, baby, really? Y'all sound dumb. Dumb.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't mind people coming in and have their opinions, but and I was like I said, I was gonna let it rock out in the chat, let them go back and forth with it if they wanted to. But when she said that, nah, you a low down dirty person to sit and say something like that. That's why she dead and gone now. That's
Well,
low down dirty.
well, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I was always told we got a beginning and God know our ending. And who's to say why you saying you wish her dead that somebody gonna knock your head off? You don't know what your fate gonna bring you. You don't know how you gonna exit this earth. You don't know. Your story is already written.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they pissed me off yesterday. I'm like, man, this got to be a damn joke. And I felt like making a few calls and shutting it down. But I said, you know what? That's a character. They showing her character, believe it or not, by sending these pictures to a person that you don't know. Cause when it happened, I asked my kids, "Would y'all do smart?" They like, man, my kids keep saying that boy laced. And I'm old school, like, okay, y'all, what does that mean in y'all terms? Cause kids have their own saying. My kid, mom, you know what that means. That boy is laced. He gotta be laced doing stuff like that. Yeah. But I don't think it's about Carlos. I don't think it's about Ramika no more. I just really think something else is going on with him. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like I feel like he the Fed, Phil. I feel like he an informant. For real.
Yeah,
For
because something
real.
definitely ain't right. It's
You can't
definitely ain't
tell
right.
whose side he on right now. I mean,
Girl,
I
I
thought
would, Auntie,
go
I
ahead.
wouldn't even have him as a friend.
Me neither.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't have
Mm-mm.
him as a friend. I would not talk
Can't
to him
trust him.
on the phone. I would not want to be in person with him. I would not trust that boy for nothing.
Can't trust him. You can't trust him. There's something to him. You can't trust nobody that'll go through them. ex- like he has no limit to what he doing. I don't trust him.
Nope.
I don't trust him at
You
all.
see, you see, every time the auntie tell him something, he'll try to, oh, you ain't say this, you ain't say that, oh, you ain't
Yeah.
tell me this. I can't trust a motherfucker like that.
He did that
Uh-uh.
on Key. He did that on well, I don't know if I can say his name, but he did
Oh
that on another panel.
yeah,
He
I
did
remember
that
that.
on
I was in that live that day.
Yeah, when the cousin said something, he was joking with him,
Hey,
and
April,
he took
baby.
it. Hey, he took it serious, and he started trying to tell where the man hang out. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
You can't
yeah,
trust him.
you cannot. It's something with him. I'm telling y'all, it's something with him. We ain't
I
gonna
want to
learn
talk
to
to
the
that
end.
motherfucker behind the scenes if he was the last person on earth to talk to, baby. Because when I get vibes in a person I don't trust them, I cut you off immediately, or either I won't fuck with you at all.
Yeah,
Okay?
I can't deal
I,
with
I,
him.
don't, I don't see
He a
my
snake.
intuition is real strong, and I know what to say to a person, and I know what not to say, and because God will let you know if they're a big mouth motherfucker.
He's definitely that, but I would never. I
Yeah,
would never trust him ever.
never.
I would. What she say? I would never. Well, I would never trust Q. I would never even like understand why you sending all your pictures to a person that you don't know nothing about. You
Facts.
knows nothing about this man. You know,
That
not
shit
this man sitting
crazy.
up. He could be beating his meat to your pictures. Like no, no. She is a little girl to me. She is a young minded little girl, and I got grown daughters, and they look. We would never do no stuff like that. Like, come on now.
Not me and my daughters. We would never do no shit like that. Hell no.
And I'm
And see,
proud
a
of
lot of people
all.
too, aren't you? Got to realize one thing too. A lot of people likes people like Quadre, right?
Mhm,
Because they think he's got a lot of information, and
mhm,
they start being trustworthy with him. And people do that because you got people out here like to gossip. They like to talk about other people. They like information on people. So they come in contact with people like Quadre, not seeing Quadre is a manipulator, is a
mhm,
gaslighter. Quadre
mhm,
got tendencies of a slash of a woman.
mhm,
He's not really standing his ground as a man like a man
mhm.
should. So no, I would never want to be in cahoots with a man like Quadre. I
Yeah,
just could not do it.
I
I
don't
don't give
blame
a
you.
fuck what type of situation it is. I could not be in cahoots with a man like him because he
Yeah,
is a dangerous man.
yeah. And he not one you can trust your secrets with either.
Absolutely not.
You can't tell him your secrets because he the type of get mad and tell it. He gonna
Mhm.
tell it. He stood on the panel. If Carlos said about me, I'm gonna tell why we into it now. Why? Like why?
Yes,
Why?
he did say that. Yes, he did.
Why? Why do we need to know at this point? We want to know why y'all into it, but we really don't care why y'all into it. We can see it
Yeah.
ain't no real friendship. We know y'all
Yeah.
not friends to the point to where y'all on the phone kicking it or doing whatever y'all do. You just they send off. You is they send off. I like one lady, she called him a dope boy. I was cracking up like, what the hell? So I say he they yeah, because I don't understand them. And I've tried from the beginning. I've even tried to talk to the young man. I mean, it was me and another lady. She was begging and pleading for him to stop. She said, I don't beg nobody, but please stop what you doing for the sake of his family
I
and
said,
her
she went there
son.
even on my panel. I said, please. I said, get Auntie Tina respect. I said, stop that. That's not right. Why you keep posting her daughter? Why you keep
He,
doing that? Stop
he
that.
don't
That's not
care.
nice.
Yeah, he just he don't care. He don't care. That's them 90 babies. That's all I can say. He a 90 kid. I don't know what's his where he grew up at. Well, I know a little bit about him, but still and all, he should have got counseling or
But
something
no,
as a
Auntie,
kid.
you already know because I know half of it because of what he said and not
Yeah.
making fun of it. But we can kind of like get a little clue because he said his mother did not raise him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
that's a part of it right now. His mother couldn't show him how to be a man. And maybe I don't know who raised him, whoever raised him probably did the best they could to raise him.
mm-hmm.
But we can see that his mother was not really in his life.
She wasn't
Was
in
his
his
dad in
life.
his life? We can see that too. Clearly, that
Yeah,
his dad was in
yeah,
his life. So we see in Quadre that it is trauma. He has
yeah.
enough trauma in his life. Okay, and this is why he's not the man that he's supposed to be. This is why he's under the level of a boy.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, you know, a man don't love their mama, don't love no woman.
You got that, goddamn it, right? Say it again.
Yeah. When you got a man that he don't respect his mother, he don't respect no woman. He don't love, if he don't love, got respect and love his mama, he damn sure ain't gonna love a woman. Like
Exactly.
it, but it's just something with him. I don't know. I wouldn't be sitting around discussing shit with him because he fed to me.
Yeah.
When I
He
said
dangerous.
it, and he got mad at me when I said it. I'm telling you the truth. You the type of person that get in that and say you will do the crime with me and get in the interrogation room and tell. You
Yeah.
gonna tell on me. You ain't gonna tell on you. Yeah, that's why he come across to me. But I tried to talk to him very respectfully. Even when he was posting pictures, I said, "Stop doing that. That's not right." I mean, I even
He
told.
have anger issues. You can tell that, and the anger could be towards his mother. It could be that way too. He have a lot of
Yeah.
anger issues. He don't like people to ask him stuff. When they ask him and he feel like that they are hitting his spot, he get upset. He started saying mean things. You know, I
Hmm.
peeped him already. I peeped this game on other people's panels.
He
I see
did
how
me
he
like that.
run.
He did me like that on the
Yeah.
book panel. I was cracking up like, boy, nothing you can say can even hurt my feelings for real. But he projects a lot of his problems into this situation too. He projects his relationships and what he done been through, and he mixing it in with Carlos and Romika's situation.
Yes, yes, he didn't have his father, and I do believe that his baby mother is a sweet lady. I do believe she
Hmm.
got things going on for herself. I do believe it's other reasons why she don't allow him to see those children. Okay, it's a lot. We
Hmm.
just don't know the real deal.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
but he
well,
come out
she
and try
said
to act
what she
like
said.
he don't want me to see the kids. It's a reason why.
No. And he point the finger too much. He point the finger. He don't point the finger back at him. He pointed at her. She the reason. I was messing with another woman. Then you the problem. My question to him, out of you, they ain't been together in a few years. Why you ain't got you no old lady somewhere? Why you sitting in the house? Like, it's just a lot of questions I would have for him. Forget that. I need to ask you some questions now. Cause what young person sitting in the house all day and all night? Like, something is not right. Something is not right with him. I'm telling you. Something not right. And I know a lot of little young boy. I got a lot of little nephews. I got a lot of little nieces. It's a lot of us. And I just, the first thing they say, he laced. So I just start saying he's laced.
And I'm so glad that Miss Tina is not saying anything. I'm so glad
Mm-mm,
that
she not like that. She
yeah, that
not
she's
like
sitting
that.
back, she's quiet, she's peaceful, you
And
know.
she grieving.
Yeah, exactly. You
She
know,
grieving. She
yeah,
grieving.
I'm glad she's sitting back. You know, she's trying to focus on still, that her daughter's not here. Trying
Yeah.
to accept that. She's trying to raise her granddaughter, and I know she's a good
Grandson.
grandmama. I mean her grandson, and I can tell she's a great grandmama just by pictures I went back looking at. When
She
she
a
was always
sweetheart.
around.
She
You
don't
know,
condone none of this stuff. Trust me.
I
She
believe that.
she she not that type of person. They family oriented too. They got a big family too. You know what I'm saying? Why they gotta
And wait a
display
minute,
what
don't
they
she got a brother? Ramika got a brother?
she got two brothers.
Okay, and I give my shout out to them because I have not seen them come on no platform to say
Nope.
nothing nasty about nobody,
Nope. Nope.
disrespectful. I applaud those two brothers because I thought it was only one.
Nice too.
But okay, so
It's
I applaud them. And this and it goes to show the level of respect that they still
mm-hmm.
have because they lost their sister
Mm-hmm.
and
Cause they could
still
have
ain't
came,
said
cause
nothing
they
bad
could
about
have
Holly's
came.
family.
Exactly. They could have came on and did the same thing that this girl family is doing right now.
Facts.
They not
Facts.
doing none of that. Most of the people that's against Romika, a lot of them people don't even know Romika for real. They just running off of what Quadre say because he say he know them. Boy, you don't know them. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, I salute them two brothers.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
ain't said nothing to. They ain't came across social media. He claimed one of them said something to him, but if they did, so what? That's their sister.
that's right. Absolutely. Before it's coming out here dogging Harley family, them brothers ain't did no
Nah,
mess like
they
that. They
ain't
have not
did
did no
that.
mess like that. And they have every right to. They probably want you to stop talking down on their sister.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, what's gonna end up happening? It's gonna be a shock when she get locked up. Cause right
Mhm.
now they comfortable. They done got comfortable. They all coming out on social media. I don't know what Mr. Man and put in their little ear. He an instigator to me. He's an instigator. That he not a man.
Oh,
And
he's
that's
definitely
probably
an instigator.
yeah, he's an instigator. That's probably why that baby mama don't want to be around his ass. I wouldn't allow my kids around him either.
I'm
But
telling you, that's
his
for
mama
bad reason.
be in the chat talking crazy too.
Who mama?
His mama.
Quadre mama?
Yes, ma'am.
She been who chat?
She be in his chat talking crazy too. She was in the beginning.
Girl, you gotta be lying to me.
No, I'm not.
Girl, what do she be saying? Please
she
tell me,
defend.
Auntie, what did she say?
She on his side. What he's saying, she defending it. She condoning it. She
So wait
condoning
a
it.
minute, the mama, his real biological mother,
Yes.
is
Yes. She
controlling.
came in your chat before. Yes.
Girl, why you ain't tell me? Because I would have got the
Cause
fuck
she was
out of here.
quick. Nah, she was quick and up out of there. That day you had him on the panel, she said something in the chat. She moved, she said what she said and got up out of there. She wasn't in there that long. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I see why he the way he is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that tells the story why Quadre the way he is because of his mother. His
Mm-hmm.
mother couldn't raise him, but it so amazed me, mother, that you couldn't raise your son to be a man, but you could
Mm-hmm.
go to your son negativity behavior. That tells a lot about you as a mother. No,
Well, you
not
know
a mother,
what?
because you're not a mother.
You know what? The problem is too, parents be their kids' friends.
Friends, yes. Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate y'all, loved ones. Thank y'all. Y'all know who you are. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of these parents are their kids' friends. Ain't no structure in the home.
But
Oh
at
my
this
God,
point,
girl. I never knew the mama was in this, girl. What the heck?
Yeah, she was in your chat today. I seen her, but she didn't keep talking because your chat was eating her up.
Oh.
So she
she wouldn't
exited
be
on.
able. She
See,
wouldn't
let
be
me
Go
tell
able
you
to
ahead.
something.
act
Let me
that.
tell you something, Auntie. I let my chat have a field day when people come in and get crazy, right?
Yeah.
Until the moms get tired of them. I just let them have a. See, I was going to let Ice rock out too. But when she said that about Ramika, I couldn't take that because that was just too much and
Mm-hmm.
disrespectful.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to act as his mom. He would be way too disrespectful. So she has to take a different position, and that would be more like a friend, like a
Mm-hmm.
friend
Mm-hmm.
adjacent, and she would have to like co-sign a lot of his behavior. He's never going to look at her like a mom, not ever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That's
Miss
that's just
Denise.
gonna
Mm-hmm.
be his thought
Right,
process. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So she's going to
Hey,
be an
Miss Ma'am.
enabler. That's gonna be the same as Holly's family. They're
Mm-hmm.
even when you're smart, like even when families are smart, sometimes they just enable kids to do all kind of crazy things, and they are blind to, they shut off their eyes, I guess, to what the kids are really doing. Even though they know the
Mm-hmm.
kids do messed up stuff, they just don't address it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just sweep stuff under the rug and keep it pushing like it's not even happening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope she don't think that Quadre will give her respect.
Baby,
I
he
know
just
she
got
don't think
done.
so.
I swear, because he was just calling the girl all type of bees at first. So it's like I don't get his position, and asking him, you not gonna get nothing out of him. That's a dead end right there. But I can say something is wrong with what's her name? Holly again. Something wrong with you. I don't
Mhm.
know, Miss Smith, if you see all the pictures she sent to Quadre.
I
Something is
just saw him
wrong.
last night. It is because I was on his page looking, trying to get back to that comment about what he put up September 7th, right before the incident, to create
Oh
his
yeah,
new
yeah, yeah. But
page.
that's on his other
He's
page. Yeah, yeah.
he deleted it. He deleted the September 7th one on his page that says, "Hey
Mm,
guys, this page is coming." And he's deleted that stuff. I couldn't find it. So because they
mm.
said it was on his main page to reference that new page that was started.
So you see what I see, or is it just me?
Yeah,
Cause
no,
I
I
see
saw
a
all of the
problem.
naked pictures and I see a
Yeah.
problem. Like, why your booty out to some dude that sent um his man to a 60 something year old woman or a 50 something year old woman? I would never. Like and he's already said it on the internet. So you did this after he's told the world he sent D pics to some woman that was talking to him. She wasn't even
Wow.
that disrespectful, right? So I would never send pictures of my body, even in a swimsuit, because her bottom's out and all her figure is on display, her breasts are out. Like, that's gonna entice somebody like him. He don't even need a lot to entice himself. So yeah, something's wrong with her mentally.
Yeah.
You can't even say that you weren't aware of his personality type.
Well, let me ask you something, Miss Smith. So, do you feel like the video she displaying is a character? Like it's showing her real character now?
Yes, I feel like her character is on display. I feel like she flosses for Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff. And she's not real. She's of no substance, right? Because right now, what she should have did was just stay chilling in the cut like she was before and just not
Mm-hmm.
said anything. And that would
Mm-hmm.
have been her safest play.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Because to me, like I said, I screenshotted everything. Because you can't tell me if you just giving your stuff to a random person, videos and pictures that you don't know, what the hell was you doing to Ramika? Well, I got this and I would never, and I have an education and I have this. Like, what is wrong with you? So that's
Exactly,
the how.
because on
Go ahead.
Quadra's page, there's a he has said that Romika did this to somebody before, and there was a text thread with some girl saying that yeah, I was glad that this was put out. Please don't use my name. But I kind of ignored it because there was really no context to it. But when I went
Mm-hmm.
down his page, there is now context to what happened between this girl and Romika. And what happened
Mm-hmm.
was this girl was in Romika's circle. It's her friend. She
Uh-huh.
confronted her, asked her about it. The girl lied,
Uh-huh.
and
Go ahead.
all of the friends were telling her about it. And
Uh-uh.
Romika had went over to Carlos's house and found this girl's Netflix account signed in. That's gonna send anybody over the moon if I'm asking you and you lying in my face and playing in my face and you sneaking behind my back, sleeping with my baby daddy. Like, that's
So
a
wait a
whole that
minute,
you
what you
can't.
saying, Miss Smith? The girl was messing with Carlos and and
There's there's
and
another
Ramika
girl
found
that was
out?
messing. Yeah, there was another girl that was messing with Carlos, but Romika was hearing rumors. She confronted the girl and asked her to her face, and the girl lied to her and
Mm-hmm.
said that wasn't happening. And she asked her more than once. And so Romika ended up finding the girl's Netflix account logged in at Carlos's house. And that's how it got handled. That's how she found out. She put a message on Facebook, and then the
Mm-hmm.
girl said that they broke into her shop and messed up everything and whatnot. But if
And
you
that
lie
ain't
to
even
me in
what
my
happened.
face, right? But if you lie to me in my face, we getting down. I don't care what. Like, that is a cold piece of work because I came to you as a woman and asked you to your face, were you sleeping with my baby daddy? That, and it wasn't even like I was being
So was
messy.
the
It was
girl and
just the
her
time.
friends? Was the girl and
The
her
girl,
friends?
Yeah, they was cool with each
yes,
other. Yeah.
yes,
But they
they
Oh
was
my
weren't talking
God,
cool.
y'all is
anymore.
not stop. Y'all
Yeah.
stop.
No,
Stop
they
it.
And
was
that's the
cool.
problem. And that's the problem. What he putting, he not telling the beginning, he telling the after effect. He not
Yes, he
telling what happens in the beginning of the situation. Because trust and believe, it's not like she had some type of camera on this guy when he goes outside. But this girl was an associate of hers. I ain't gonna say friend, she was an associate.
So
Yeah.
So Romika had, to me, in my opinion, at the minute you lie to me in my face when I'm giving you a free pass, because it's not like she went up to her on no rah rah. She just asked her. So she could probably go back and confront Carlos. I don't know what her game plan was, right? Because I wasn't there, but she wasn't on no rah rah, and the girl still lied to her in her face. Now that I would not be able to handle. I can't handle you lying to
And
me in
it's
my
fucked up when you
face.
cool with somebody and they sleeping with your baby daddy or your husband or your boyfriend. So that goes to show you
Mm-hmm.
Carlos ain't never been shit.
Ever.
Mm,
Not ever.
hmm. Well, I wonder how he feel about, did he approve all them videos and naked pictures she sending him? Sending Cadre. Cadre probably holding his little Peter man. Like,
He
wow.
probably did. Because
Seem like he
what I think happened is that that lady that got on here yesterday that said how this is a planned attack and they always have somebody in the bushes like with their fraud games. I think she's right. Like,
mm,
because it's the only thing that makes sense at this point.
mm-hmm,
And when you go back and look
mm,
on
mm,
his
mm,
timeline, he's talking about stuff that he says that he has video proof for now, way before he ever said he had the video proof. So when
mm,
you look
mm,
all the
mm,
way back, he's talking about it. He's been talking to them. It's not just somebody on the street. He was talking to them that were there, like them that were there.
mm, mm, mm.
Damn, I can't believe Carlos did no shit like that. That's fucked up. Damn. I see
Well,
why
it
Ramika
usually
was in
start,
fights and stuff with him. I see why he was
yeah.
doing this girl dirty.
Yeah,
Right.
but
So
you know, a lot of stuff, remember, it started out as rumors. It started out as rumors.
yes, there it was rumors that got to Romika. Then she goes and verifies. She not
Mm-hmm,
just like when she pulled up to him in that video, she had somebody on the phone telling her what was
mm-hmm.
what. And she pulled up talking to Carlos, like, hey, I got this girl and she told me to record her. And she said I can call her back. Blase, blase. It's information that's getting to her. She ain't just
Yeah, but
popping
he
off and
twisted
acting
it and
crazy.
turned it around.
Right.
Hmm.
So you
He
have to be
twisted it
this.
around like, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have to be
Go
discerning
ahead.
when these narcissists are coming to you with this information. They giving it to you to make the other person look bad, but in my
Mhm.
eyes, she not really looking bad. She looking like somebody you keep throwing rocks at her and she going off. Don't throw rocks. Leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like
Mm-hmm.
even in some of the videos on Quadre page, he does the same things to women. He's
Yes.
no
Mm-hmm.
different.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he's
I just
okay
wanted your
with
opinion,
talking
Miss
bad.
Smith.
Yeah, that's why he's okay with talking bad about Romika because he does the same thing to women. He'll turn on a video and the woman's already ready to throw a brick or whatever, but he never is recording what he's doing to the women.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. That's exactly what they do.
Well, why he ain't got no woman now to keep his ass busy from talking about Ramika? Because he need a woman or something. He needs something to go on. I mean, because I guess he gonna get off on Holly pictures because that's the only thing I could get it while you sitting there. Man, you don't know your pictures like that. Like, it made me wonder about her. It made me wonder about her. Like, okay, when real women don't do stuff like this, why would you send him these pictures? You turned on your stomach, your ass cheeks showing. Like, is you cool, shorty?
She not cool. She's an OnlyFans. She don't care. She's not a
Oh,
classy chick. You know
so
what I'm
them
saying?
came from OnlyFans pictures?
I wasn't on her OnlyFans. Like, I don't even participate
No,
in
I
that.
don't know.
But
I'm saying me neither. Me neither. I'm
yes,
just
I can't
saying.
say. But if you own OnlyFans, you probably really don't care about sending some dude pictures because you make
Oh
money
wow.
and all types of ways.
Okay, okay.
You
So
know,
she comfortable.
she
Oh my
comfortable with
lord.
that. Yeah.
Well, how she think he gonna ever respect her then? If that's the type of female she is, I don't
He
think
not.
he'll
She
ever.
don't
I don't think he'll
he
ever trust her like that.
he not. What he looking for is a down chick that's cool with his lifestyle, that's like okay with him having sex with whoever he want to.
Mm-hmm.
And she's playing the role like she's okay with it when she's really not. That girl
Uh-huh.
gonna turn out to be. He thinks Romika is bad. This girl is gonna turn out to be
She
worse
gonna
than
be worse.
Romika.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he ain't gonna be
Yep.
ready for what come with this package.
I believe that.
Mm,
I believe that.
mm. This
Why?
is sad. Well, the case is not closed. That's for sure. And you always ain't no statute limitations to murder. It's no
That's right.
statute. Mm,
That's right. But I did want to say this about that. Like everybody's getting it confused. Like the reason why I'm on Romika's side about the whole situation is I'm not in Chicago. Like I'm in Texas. You know, our shit, we can stand our ground or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But for Chicago, I looked up the law in Chicago, and y'all have to meet the force with the equal amount of force, right?
mm-hmm.
And y'all have a duty to
Mm-hmm.
retreat. Now, how much
Mm-hmm.
that restraining order is going to play a part, I don't know. But for me, in my eyes, she never handled the duty to retreat, even according to the
But when
witness
you get
statement. Mhm.
Yeah, but when you get a restraining order in Chicago, they ask you to list the addresses that you and the party be at, where you all can run into each other. So she
She
couldn't
never
put his
listed
address
those.
because, yeah, she never listed them address. So that to me, that restraining order should be non void because she in the area that she be in. She worked down the street from the school, so she's where she's supposed to be at. She dropped her son off and she busted you to hit it back to that E-way. Cause that's all that was. And she see
Well,
her baby
then that
daddy standing in the middle of the street. She like,
look
here he
that
go.
she definitely lied to get the restraining order. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. But it ain't a restraining order, it's a civil order.
a civil order.
It's a civil order. Cause restraining orders, you got to show proof. You got to like my thing with her. If she was threatening you and all that, why you ain't make a police report? That would have made the That would have got her a restraining order. She could have got a restraining order with the police report in Chicago. She didn't. She got a civil order. That's not a restraining order. That's a difference.
So
She
what's the
played a lot of
difference with that?
games. Civil is Royal. You getting on my nerves? I'm finna make a report against you. It's a civil. It ain't nothing like it ain't as bad as a restraining order. As they
Okay.
making it, oh, she violated her order. How? She don't have that address. Nothing in that area is listed on her restraining order.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn what y'all talking about.
which would invalidate it
Go ahead.
because even in the end, she knew Carlos's location and she would have known that they would be bound to meet in that location at any point in
Mm-hmm.
time. So yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
blows that out the water. Cause why didn't you put that down there? You know your baby daddy address at the least, and you know she gonna take her son over to the baby daddy location. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
bound to connect in that location.
Right.
Yeah. She could have
Right.
connected with her ass Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like she could have did this way before Monday. Because
That's a
they
good
talking about she
point.
ain't have. Yeah, she could have did all. She could have clowned with you Saturday and Sunday, and whatever would have happened. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
she's dropping her child off to school. And I believe what happened, she seen his ass standing in the middle of the street or whatever he was doing. They already saying he had been coming up to the school trying to fight her. So, it's like, damn, here he go. You know what I'm saying? And then turn around, bam, there she go. You know what I'm saying? So it's I just wish the people that was out there would come forward.
And maybe
That's
That's
when she see him in the middle of the street, maybe she stopped thinking something was wrong with him, not
yeah.
knowing Holly was there. We don't know what could have really happened. That's my
Well,
baby father here in the middle of the street. Let me stop. She could have just stopped to see what was going on. Was there something going on with his car or whatever the situation may be? Because people said she didn't see Holly at first, and Holly didn't see her.
yeah. When you listen to Shakadre, he said Holly was tracing her. So if she had the gun in her hand and she running from her because she got a gun in her hand, it's just a lot more to this story. That's why I say if anybody was down there, man, ain't nothing finna happen to y'all. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. For real. Come out and tell what happened at that scene. Go to the nearest detective over there on 18th Estate, 13th, 14th, 15th, 15th Estate. Tell the truth. Cause see, I got a whole nother version from what Quadre told truth, but then he mixed it with his lies.
Yep, that's what he always do. So
And
you
it's
got to
like
be very careful
you gotta
when you
be, you
listen
gotta
to
be,
him.
yes, yes. I'm like, so she, what made her, she chasing her around the car? Why would she do something to somebody, baby, when she be around a million kids? She works in the hospital that y'all say she wiping ass to. She can't be around them type of people with that type of passiveness to hurt people. That ain't in her. That's not in her. So yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm praying that they lock the girl up while they gloating and bragging. Did you see what she said? She got her business. Now I looked it up. I can't even pull it up online. Miss Smith?
It's a family business. I saw it. They said it's a family business. So it's not
Um,
just hers, it's her name is on there, but they got an LLC and it's in the family name.
okay, okay. Cause
Hmm.
I'm like, my daughter do the same thing. My daughter sell lashes, she sell clothes. That's a hard business to be in. Because you one day you might could sell 10 lashes, and the next day, 3, 4 days, you can't sell no lashes. You know what I'm saying?
That is
And
true.
you
'Cause
Yeah.
my
selling,
daughter was in that business when COVID came. Yeah, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because she was out of work for a while, she had to keep her money flowing.
that's right.
And she said it was hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
because
hard.
everybody doing the same thing.
Yep.
You if you want to really make money, you got to find things everybody not doing. You got to find your niche.
And that's what all of them was doing, buying them lashes off AliExpress. Look, buying all them Amazon, buying all of them and putting their little name on it. And so that's a hard business. You know, that's just like hair, clothes, shoes. You know, you might be in the shoe business and sell shoes. One day you might be busy as hell in the store, and the next day you might not have no customers. So, like, come on, what we talking about? You because if you doing that for a deceased woman, you lost. Cause she can't battle you back.
That's true.
Stupid asses. I can't stand the little boy.
Yeah, I could never talk about them deceased person like that. That motherfucker crazy.
Yeah. Miss D, I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna tell Brittany to give me your information, and I'll send you mine today.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still in the bushes. I'm still in the bushes. I got to drop down and take care of something.
Okay.
Okay. All
All
right,
right.
Miss Smith.
All right.
Yeah, that's crazy work. Like that's really crazy work. I don't know about that shit, Miss Smith. That is crazy work for real.
It
Yeah.
definitely is. And then I was wondering about the ballistics, like, because they said bullet ended up on a windshield. That just seems weird to me from the way
Yeah,
she
it did.
described that she was shooting. I don't know. I'm still on the fence.
Mm-hmm. Cause I didn't know what the bullet said. Ebony said that when she read it.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Shoes.
like, baby. But they did say she got her baby back, and that's good. You know, the baby should be with the mama.
They are they sure? Because you can be like what she could have gotten was that she could have like the right now to be around the baby supervised, like with the family, or even unsupervised sometime, but not be still fully restored rights.
Well, they sent a picture of me with her with the baby. The baby was in a stroller or something. I guess they was going somewhere.
Yeah, people always be fronting. I don't trust that because I mean, but I don't know anything about
Yeah.
Chicago's child protective service rights or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Texas, if they snatch your baby boy, you got a long haul before you get your baby back.
Oh, most definitely.
It
And
ain't
you
gonna
know
just
what?
be no, we
It's
take it
sad
and we give
because
it
when
back.
it comes to obsessed, And when it comes to jealousy, it's always three people involved, meaning two women and a man.
Yep,
Okay?
that's right.
Always three people involved when it comes to jealousy and obsession. It's either that man is jealousy obsessed or one of those women or jealousy or jealous and obsessed. Either or.
Right.
But it's always three people involved. Always.
So, yes. So Ebony, would that mean she was on the side of the car when she shot first?
So she said it was a bullet on top of the car?
Yeah, she said it was on the found on the windshield.
Mm. No, I don't know what's going on in Chicago. Lord, they're going crazy over there. I just don't understand it because I told you, they got ICE over there fighting everything over there. They fighting
Yep.
everybody.
Yep.
When I
I
say
heard because they said they sent back Texas is what are they calling people? Texas, the National Guard. Texas
oh, I
National
seen
Guard
that.
failed. They had to send them back to Texas. So they got a lot going on in Chicago right now.
Yes,
So
and
that
they
could
said that
slow
they
down
need
the
police.
case.
They said they need Chicago police to help out ICE.
Man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yep.
I was over there, I'd be in my house. You couldn't even say nothing to me.
Girl,
That's
what?
too much going on.
I'd be scared to come the fuck outside. Oh, Lord Jesus. I wouldn't know what to do right now. My nerves would be all over the damn place. But yeah, they over there. They over there. They going crazy.
Yeah. Uh the red one, I don't know. Sometimes the grand jury take a while, and you never know. We'll never know because grand jury, we're not gonna hear about the grand jury, and they may or may not do a press release, but they will, issue out a warrant, and she'll get picked up, and then they will do a press release like once everything is over.
Oh yeah, 'cause they
So
very confidential.
yeah, very confidential at this stage.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't gonna say too god doggone much. I don't know. Cause the honey, I don't know what to think no more, Miss Smith, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I think she either way she was still wrong because just
Oh yeah.
when you look at that law, it just says you have to meet force with force. And like Freddie said, I hadn't even thought about the fact that there for their civil orders that they have to put areas that they meet in common, and she never put Los's address there. And that's weird, which means, you were trying to sneak and do some slick stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll have to see what the prosecutors can do with that if this goes to trial.
Yeah.
I wonder if the family will be able to go and get that order vacated on her behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Get a
Mm-hmm.
lawyer and get it vacated
No.
because it's still a part of her estate, I'm sure. But I think they say that stuff just kind of, I don't know. I would go and look into it if I was the family.
You mean Ramika family?
Yes, if I was Ramika's family, I would look into it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you can have that order vacated, then that she loses some steam on having a proper order in effect, and her defense wouldn't be able to use that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then that was another thing. Like one of the people I was listening to said that she had a uh, the spontaneous outburst that she has CCL and a license. She has the license to carry and a restraining order. and she did the excited utterance, and that's going to help her case. It doesn't, to me, in my opinion, it does not help her case because the crowd was pointing her out. Holly did not, just tell the detectives when they came up to her. She was really talking to the crowd, and she was on the phone with somebody, and Carlos had already come up to her and told her it was self-defense, like coaching her. It was
Right.
self-defense, and fist bumped her.
Because now I know
So like that's
here,
basically like
I think you're right because here, when the cops stop your car or anything, you have to immediately, as they coming towards your car, let them know you are armed. Anywhere you go in this state, anywhere. Okay.
and she never did that. She let them pass her, go to Romika's side and everything. She didn't say anything until they were by Los and the crowd started saying, arrest her, arrest her.
Because if that would have happened here, the person, whether it was a man or a woman, they would have to tell the police as soon as they come on that scene, I was the shooter and I'm armed. Because this happened to this guy. No, he was licensed to carry, but he did shoot a guy, and he had to call the cops. So when the cops came, because he called me that day to tell me what was going on, and I said, just keep me posted. He said, all right, let me get off the phone. So when the cops came to him, he let the cops know I was the shooter. I'm armed. They took him in. They took his gun and everything. They had the crime scene out there, taped everything off. Everybody had to move out the way, everything. But the guy that he did shoot, he ran, but they caught the guy. So you have to tell cops that you are armed. You have to. And that's why I said I didn't understand why she didn't tell the police that she was armed. She just stood there on the phone. And when I seen that kind of like blew my mind because I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
Right. Yep. She was just sitting back on the phone like she was just a witness too.
Yep. Just like nothing never ever happened. Yeah.
She was so calm. I don't even understand that. She was so calm and so chill. She never went to check on her baby by the car, like according to the video. Maybe she did. I don't know. But what I saw in the video, she
What I
never
saw,
went
no,
to the
she
car
ain't
to
tell
check on her
nobody
baby.
nothing. She
I
just
was
stood
like,
there.
yeah, I was like, did they give the baby Benadryl or something? Is the baby cool? What is going on with that baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the only way you wouldn't check on your baby is if you knew your baby was sleeping and okay. Especially now that they are queuing up the story that she was, thinking she was going for her baby.
Right. Right.
Mm. But juries take all of that into account. They take the demeanor after the fact and all of that into account.
She said I'm on the west side of Chicago and it is terrible here. I got I go to the store in the morning and that's it. Oh wow. She said she live on the west side of Chicago and she said it's terrible there.
Dang. That's crazy. I hate that for y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy. That's scary too. That you gotta feel like that in your own community. You know what I'm saying? That's wow. Yeah,
So
Chicago.
people getting shot just out there every day like that.
And I think it's just it probably be so hurtful to people because a lot of people is just not getting justice for their loved ones. So that's probably the hurtful part. And then on top of that, if you live there, you got to feel afraid sometimes, because if something do happen to one of your loved ones, you saying to yourself, are you going to get justice for this? I mean, who want to live
Right.
somewhere and something happened to one of their loved ones walking from the store, walking from work, getting off the bus, coming from anywhere and get gunned down and can't get justice for their loved one? That's hurtful.
That is. That's very much so.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
But it looks, I mean, from the pictures and stuff, it looks so nice there. I mean, I couldn't even imagine living in an area that looks nice and then, it's just filled with crime and stuff like that.
Yeah, I never knew it was this deep. I heard a lot of bad stuff about it, but I never knew it was this deep into Ramika case.
Yeah.
I never knew.
I think for me, the thing that got me triggered into the case was as women, we can just be so unprotected and uncovered by our men. You know what I mean? That got
Mhm.
me. I was like, it's no way. How are y'all just leaving us out here just
Yeah.
uncovered and y'all would just take us out like that? Like it's just becoming a epidemic or something like that. Like y'all need to go back in y'all mama womb and figure something out or something.
Yeah.
I mean, because they got all of these cases like that new guy that just he's a stalker. He done snatched the woman up. They done found him and they still haven't even found the woman yet, I think. I'm like, what is going on with these men? These men are crazy. Stop drinking the water or whatever it is y'all are doing in common, because something is wrong with y'all.
And a lot of men agitate a lot of this shit too with these women. They got to stop, you know. And I'm not saying every woman is right because women do bullshit too. But a lot of these men got to stop this cheating and all of this shit and being so damn jealous and all this stuff and cheating on their wives and woman and then the other woman want to kill the main woman. That this shit is crazy. It don't make no sense. It's just
That's
sad
right.
at this point. But I want y'all to
Yep.
hold on and you stay up in Miss Smith because I'm going to share. I got another story that laid it on my thumbnail. I want to share her story, how her boyfriend gunned her down. So this is a story that I want us all to hear. And that's why I put her on a thumbnail with Ramika today. So we're going to get into this story here. And y'all just let me know if you can hear it. Lord, these commercials be killing me, Miss Smith. Oh Lord. Let me get it out.
Tonight, we now know the identity of the victim and suspect in that shooting that took place this weekend.
So you ain't fixing it. I received it. Ain't no fixing this. Ain't no fixing shit. Life goes on. Hey, you be blessed. You be blessed.
Just before noon on Saturday, Coppers Cove police found 31-year-old Shazmeen Tashawn Clack, who had been shot.
Okay, so you guys do have unexpected income coming in here soon for this month of
And y'all, she was a terrorist reader. She read, y'all know what that is. I ain't got to say, but y'all know what that is.
August up until December is what I'm hearing, or the end of November-ish.
Cove police identified the suspect as Alonzo Ezekiel Hunter of Beaumont. He was found at a nearby hotel and was arrested for murder.
Don't come get me. Don't take me with you.
January 31st, 2025, a Friday night. Shazmeen Clack is on Facebook Live. She's laughing. She's out. She's free. The camera captures her smile, her energy, the joy of someone finally breathing again after being suffocated for too long. Friends are commenting. Hearts are popping up on the screen. It's just another night out for a 31-year-old mother who deserved to enjoy herself. But someone else is watching too. Not with joy, not with celebration, with something far more dangerous. He's commenting. He's watching her every move. And in a few short hours, Shazmeen Clack will be dead. This is the story of a woman who tried to break free from a toxic relationship. A woman who wanted nothing more than to live her life, raise her 5 children, and find peace. But the man who claimed to love her had other plans. This is a story about control, obsession, and how a night of freedom became a death sentence. Stay tuned as we reveal everything about this case. Drop a comment and let me know what you think about this story. Welcome to our channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Like and share this video to help raise awareness and spread
April.
caution. Let's begin.
Yeah. This is a false person, somebody from the past that you used to deal with, but you cut off and are currently in a new relationship. Of course, as I mentioned, this is someone you're going to get married to. So yeah, this is a false person. I'm picking up baby father. Be careful because they're going to try to take a child from you, okay? Make sure that y'all are paying attention to y'all's health, all right? Sudden wealth and great fortune, confirmation. Y'all have money coming in, guys.
Shasmine Clack, 31 years old. She was raising 5 children, 4 from previous relationships, and expecting a 5th with Alonzo Hunter, the man who would eventually take her life. Being a single mother of 5 is no easy feat. The demands are relentless. The sacrifices are
Miss Smith, if you want me to stop it and you talk in between something, let me know.
Okay.
real. Shasmine worked hard to provide for her children, to give them stability despite the chaos that relationships had brought into her life. She wasn't perfect. None of us are, but she was trying. She was fighting to build something better for herself and her kids. Those who knew her described her as strong-willed and independent. She had dreams beyond just surviving. She wanted to thrive. She wanted her children to see her as someone who didn't give up, someone who kept pushing forward no matter how hard life got. But strength doesn't make you immune to manipulation. Independence doesn't shield you from someone determined to control you. And that's exactly what Shasmine would discover when Alonzo Hunter entered her life. Shasmine had been through relationships before. She knew what heartbreak felt like. She knew what it was like to be let down, to be disappointed, to have to pick up the pieces and keep moving. But what she didn't know, what she couldn't have fully understood at the time, was that Alonzo would be different, not in a good way, in the most dangerous way possible. She met him at a point in her life when she was vulnerable, when you're raising children alone, working hard, and trying to keep everything together. The idea of someone stepping in to share the load can be appealing. Alonzo presented himself as that person, but the reality was far from what he promised. Alonzo Hunter was 27 years old when he met Shasmine, 4 years younger than her. He had recently been released from prison and was trying to build a life outside those walls. He had aspirations of becoming a rapper, posting his music and videos online, hoping to make a name for himself in the industry. On the surface, Alonzo seemed like someone turning his life around. He'd done his time. He was young. He had ambition. For Shasmine, who was juggling so much on her own, the idea of companionship might have felt like a relief. Someone to talk to, someone to lean on, someone to share the weight of life with. At first, things seemed normal. They connected. They spent time together. Alonzo appeared attentive, interested, present. But beneath that surface, something else was building, something that would reveal itself slowly, piece by piece, until it consumed everything. Alonzo didn't just want a relationship with Shasmine. He wanted control. He wanted her world to revolve around him. He wanted her dependent, isolated, and under his thumb. And his method of achieving that was deliberate.
So look, my baby mama do readings and stuff, right? So this type of stuff she do with her dude clients and the people she do readings, do cleans and stuff like that, but also she do setting balls and all that also. You know what I'm saying? So when she's telling me, hey babe, I have to work, she have to get out the phone, she doing some whole other shit. But check this out.
Y'all, he's trying to make her look bad because of what she do and how she helps people. So he's painting her out to be a bad person like Carlos did Ramika.
I look at the messages of her and Finesse 2 times. He talking about when you gonna clean me up. She talking about this and that. Check this out.
Shasmine became pregnant with Alonzo's child. For her, this meant another life to care for, another responsibility to carry. For Alonzo, it meant leverage. Pregnancy can bind people in ways that are hard to escape, especially when one person uses it as a tool to tighten their grip. But Shasmine wasn't someone who gave up her identity easily. She continued her work as a spiritual reader. She maintained connections with her clients and friends. She tried to hold on to the parts of herself that made her who she was. And this infuriated Alonzo. He began to resent her independence, her work, her interactions with others. In his mind, every conversation she had with a client was a threat. Every moment she spent outside his control was a betrayal. And instead of keeping these feelings private, Alonzo took them public. He started posting on social media. His words dripped with bitterness, suspicion, and possessiveness. He questioned her loyalty. He accused her of behavior that wasn't happening. He wanted the world to see her through his distorted lens, to believe his version of events, to validate his need for control. This wasn't love. This was obsession. And obsession, when left unchecked, becomes dangerous. As the relationship continued, Alonzo's behavior grew worse. What started as subtle control tactics became overt public attacks. Social media, which had once been a space for connection and expression, became Alonzo's weapon of choice. He posted about Shasmine regularly. His messages were accusatory and demeaning. He tried to paint her as unfaithful, as someone who couldn't be trusted, as someone who was betraying him while he stood by her. But the evidence didn't support his claims. Shasmine worked as a spiritual reader. Part of her job involved communicating with clients, people seeking guidance, advice, and clarity. These were professional interactions, business exchanges. But Alonzo twisted them into something they weren't. He accused her of having inappropriate relationships with these men, despite the fact that these were simply clients paying for her services. He wanted the world to believe that Shasmine was disloyal, that she was a problem, that he was the victim. And in doing so, he attempted to isolate her socially, to make her look bad in the eyes of anyone who might support her leaving him, whose insecurity had turned toxic. Shasmine, to her credit,
Yep, that's what they do, y'all. They paint you as a bad person, make you look bad in the eyes of everybody.
tried to stand her ground. She posted about breaking free from lies and manipulation. She spoke about moving forward and not letting negativity hold her back. She would try to reclaim her narrative, to assert her independence, to show that she wasn't going to be controlled. But this only made things worse. Alonzo saw her defiance as disrespect, her independence as abandonment, her strength as a challenge. And he wasn't going to let her go without a fight. The post continued. The accusations escalated. Alonzo's bitterness was on full display for anyone following their social media pages. He was angry, he was possessive, and he was becoming increasingly unstable. But Shasmine was trying. She was pulling away. She was setting boundaries. She was working toward a life without Alonzo. And that's when things became truly dangerous. Because for someone like Alonzo, losing control was unacceptable. And if he could have her, no one could. January 31st, 2025. It was supposed to be a normal Friday night. Shasmine had plans to go out, to relax, to enjoy herself. After months of tension, accusations, and drama, she deserved a break. She deserved a laugh. She deserved to feel free. She went live on Facebook. The video showed her in good spirits, smiling, talking, enjoying the company of friends. She looked happy. She looked like someone who had finally escaped the weight of a toxic relationship. For those few moments, Shasmine was just a woman having a good time. But Alonzo was watching. He was one of the viewers on that Facebook Live. And he wasn't just passively scrolling. He was commenting. He was engaging. He was making his presence known. Even from a distance, even when they were no longer together, he wanted her to know he was there, watching, judging, waiting. To Shasmine, this might have been just another annoying reminder of his obsession. To Alonzo, it was something else entirely. Seeing her out, seeing her happy, seeing her living her life without him, it was unbearable. It was a rejection he couldn't tolerate. Hours passed. The Facebook Live ended. Shasmine went about her night. But Alonzo's mind was racing. His anger was building. His need to reassert control was overwhelming. And he made a decision that would end Shazmin's life. Alonzo showed up at her home. The details of what was said between them in those final moments aren't fully public. But what is known is that Alonzo was frantic. He made calls. He was agitated. He was spiraling. And then he pulled out a gun. He shot Shasmine Clack, the mother of 5, the woman who had just been laughing on camera hours earlier, the woman who was trying to move on with her life. He shot her, and in doing so, he took everything from her, her future, her children's mother, her chance to finally be free. Shasmine didn't die immediately. She suffered from her injuries before eventually succumbing to them. The woman who had fought so hard to build a life, who had endured so much, who had tried to protect herself, was gone. All because a man couldn't accept that she no longer wanted him. Alonzo Hunter didn't run. He didn't hide. He was arrested and charged with her murder. The evidence was clear. The motive was obvious. There was no question about what had happened. Alonzo had killed Shasmine because he couldn't control her anymore.
And a Beaumont man sits in jail tonight charged with the killing of a woman in Copperas Cove near Waco. Investigators found 31-year-old Shasmine Clack with multiple gunshot wounds at a home on Tanner Drive. She died at a hospital.
Alonzo Hunter was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For Shasmine's family, for her 5 children, this was some measure of justice. But it could never bring her back. It could never undo the trauma. It could never fill the void left by her absence. But even from behind bars, Alonzo continues to control the narrative in his own mind. He posts on social media from jail. His messages portray him as a victim. He talks about being wronged, about being misunderstood, about how things weren't the way people think they were. The online response to Shasmine's death was mixed. Some people blamed her for going out that night, for posting the Facebook Live, for provoking Alonzo. But this is victim blaming at its worst. Shasmine had every right to live her life. She had every right to go out. She had every right to be happy. Nothing she did justified violence. Others saw the situation clearly. They recognized that Alonzo was a problem, that his obsession, his control, his inability to let go was what led to murder. They understood that this wasn't about Shasmine's choices. It was about Alonzo's refusal to respect her autonomy. Shasmine was trying to leave. She was trying to move on, but Alonzo wouldn't let her. And that's the reality for so many victims of domestic violence. Leaving is the most dangerous time. When an abuser realizes they're losing control, the risk of violence increases exponentially. Shasmine Clack's story is heartbreaking, but it's also a lesson, a warning, a call to action for anyone who finds themselves in a relationship where control is masquerading as love. Control is not love. When someone wants to dictate where you go, who you talk to, what you do, and how you live your life, that's not care, that's possession. And possession is dangerous. Alonzo wanted Shasmine to stay home. He wanted her pregnant and dependent. He wanted her isolated from her work, her friends, and her independence. These are classic tactics of an abuser. They create dependency so that leaving becomes harder. They isolate victims so that there's no support system to turn to. They use pregnancy, finances, and fear to maintain control. If you recognize these patterns in your own relationship or in the relationship of someone you care about, take them seriously. Don't dismiss them as jealousy or passion. These are warning signs of potential violence. Leaving a toxic relationship is hard. It's even harder when there are children involved, when finances are tight, when you're pregnant, or when the abuser has made you believe that you're the problem. But staying can be deadly. If you're in a situation like Shasmine's, prioritize your safety above everything else. Don't engage in public confrontations with a dangerous partner. Don't assume that they'll just move on. Seek help from domestic violence organizations, friends, family, or law enforcement. Create a safety plan and trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Shasmine Clack was 31 years old when she died. She left behind 5 children who will grow up without their mother. She left behind family and friends who loved her. She left behind a life that had so much potential, so much possibility. So much promise. Her story didn't have to end this way. If Alonzo had accepted that the relationship was over, if he had walked away, if he had sought help for his issues, Shasmine would still be alive today. But he didn't. He chose violence. He chose control. He chose murder. We can't bring Shasmine back. But we can honor her memory by learning from her story, by recognizing the warning signs, by supporting victims of domestic violence, by refusing to blame those who are targeted by abusers, and by demanding accountability from those who commit these acts. If this story moved you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that matter. Share this video. It could save someone's life. Awareness is powerful. Education is powerful. And your voice is powerful. What state or country are you watching from? Let me know in the comments below. And if you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, please reach out for help. You are not alone. You deserve safety. You deserve peace. You deserve to live. Rest in peace, Shasmine Clack. Your story will not be forgotten.
Every day I'm learning that
All righty, y'all. You heard it, right? So, how I feel about it? I feel like this is what Ramika wanted to do, move on. I do feel like that. I feel like she wanted to move on. And I do feel like Carlos was controlling, okay? And he did not want her to move on. You know, they did say that he did reach out to the new boyfriend. You know, he wasn't done with her. He wanted to finish doing her in, control her life, you know, just like this man did. You know, he want to control her, you know, and it's sad. I don't know what's going on with some of these men nowadays. I just don't know. They cannot take rejection well at all. And it's so sad that she had to lose
I
her life.
agree. Definitely. This is one thought I had while we're watching this because all of the age groups are eerily the same groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all remember we had like they had the drug epidemic around these age groups times. So y'all might want to start asking these dudes like were they drug addicted babies growing up in these fractured homes before y'all get with these crazy fools. Because we've always had narcissistic men in communities, but not to this extent. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mm-hmm.
this many. And nobody's at, I mean, there's never been a study to do on, you know, so many drug addicted babies. Nobody's followed these people or around and stuff like that to see how they would turn out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He was going through a phone, you know, saying that she was messing with her clients. Like, dude, the girl was trying to make a living for her life. And you couldn't
Yep.
take what she was doing. She didn't want to be with you anymore. She knew you was violent. She wanted to move on away from you. And you didn't want that.
That's right. And their mental is stuck somewhere else, like at a different age.
Right. It sounds like he wanted to be controlling. He
Hmm.
wanted to control her life. What she do, where she go, what she say, you know? And that's why, again, I told y'all, that's why Carlos couldn't take Ramika, because he couldn't do that to her. She was not going to allow that. And this woman was the same way. And that's why he took this woman's life.
And I don't think these men really have a lot going for them either because they're not providers in a way that these women can sit at home and live a soft life, right? Because these women are still having to work and provide for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
they're not even the full-fledged, I can super control you because they can't even get their hooks in them well enough to really control them. Because
Right.
real narcissists can super control you because they'll have you at home living a soft life and paying for everything. And now you don't have a job and you can't leave them. You're kind of stuck. And
Right. Because some narcissists, they want you to live for them, meaning they want to take care of you. They want to do everything for you so you don't have to do anything. And they don't want you to have money. They want you to depend on them.
Hmm. So you have two types of narcissists. Some can do the whole big
Absolutely.
deal, and some can't get it together financially, but will still try to control you as if they can and control your pocketbook. That's crazy.
Mm.
And then he ran to a hotel room. I'm sure he paid for it with a credit card or something.
Girl, you know he did. You
Crazy.
know he
That's
did.
just crazy work.
That's
Mm-mm.
crazy. You know he did. But he knew he was going to jail. He knew that,
Yeah.
That's
You
sad.
better off going to go sleep in the woods somewhere. Why would you go to a whole you want to still live in comfort? Crazy.
Mm. I don't like to see that. I don't.
Me either. That was so weird. And you knew she had kids. And your kid. I don't know. They don't think about anything. Just reckless.
Mm. Mm, 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 mm. I just can't. Oof.
I've never been that murderous, so I can't say I've never wanted to nobody's ever made me mad enough to want to murder them, right? So I can't say how I would feel in that moment. But these guys must get really, really mad. Because I mean, he was on the phone watching her and he never ever calmed
Right.
down.
Damn. They now since you know they stalk you first.
Yes.
You know they
You
stalk you.
you never calm down. You've been watching her getting upset. I mean, you should have went and watched a baddie on TV or something. You don't have to watch your old ex do anything.
Right. And that's what I feel like I said that he did to Ramika. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he knew he couldn't control her. Ramika was that bitch, okay? Ramika wasn't having no controlling. You was not, you might have beat on her and shit, but you was not gonna turn on against her family. She was that
Yeah.
she was that woman. You feel me?
Yeah, you're
She
not
was
gonna
well
isolate
dressed.
her.
Yeah, you was
Yeah.
not gonna isolate her. You was not gonna do any of that. And like you said, you are so right, sis, because it is two different type of narcissists. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So you absolutely right about that. I agree with that. You are so right. I definitely agree. Who is that?
Oh, what up? I didn't know you had put me on there. I'm talking to somebody in traffic behind me.
Oh, I'm gonna say what the fuck?
You like, what the fuck? I didn't even realize I was on there until you said, what you talking about? I'm talking about the lady behind me in traffic. I'm
Oh
telling her,
no.
you like, what's going on? Girl, why did that cameo looking broad, that word up looking ass broad that had Quadre on her channel, put a false copyright strike in on my channel? We all know.
Girl, don't talk about it over here because
Uh,
I don't want them. Oh, Lord. I feel you, but
we all know that's gonna be gone in 10 days. And when people do that, that's against YouTube guidelines and you risking losing your own channel.
yeah, but don't just work it out with YouTube, girl, because I don't want them to say I'm talking about them. So I just don't even want to talk about them because I try to stay to myself on my own channel. So I understand what you're saying. Just try to
Oh
work
yeah,
it out.
girl, I could go right on my own channel and talk about it like a dog, which I'm gonna do anyway. But yeah, it's some real sick people out here, baby. So y'all just be, vigilant and on the lookout. Cause it's that team Holly is something else, honey.
Miss Tay,
And
I
they ain't got
understand how you
problems.
feel. I know. But just keep praying for your nieces. Pray for your nieces, that they do find a good guy that's going to love them for them and who they are, and they're not going to, abuse them. And I understand how you feel. You scared for your nieces.
You gotta guide them. You gotta guide these young girls. I tell, first of all, my nieces know just like my daughter know. No ring, no thing. You can date dudes all you want to, but until they put a ring on your finger, they don't get no sex. That way you can keep yourself in check. You see what I'm saying? It's all try dating these guys and not giving them no sex. I don't know why you having sex with somebody you ain't married to anyway. That's how you get in trouble. The Bible warns against that. That's how things get misconstrued. Because if you not single, you marry. And if you marry, you not single. But people enter into relationships doing marital things, having marital sex, living together like they married, and then get to talking about my man and my woman. And if that ain't the case, that's just somebody you having sex and living with. If you was worth something, they'll go ahead and marry you. These dudes act like they uber rich or something. They be broke as hell and act like they got a problem with getting married.
Yeah.
What's the problem? I love dating. Okay, it only get complicated when you start having sex. If you just date and have a good time and talk or whatever, when they lie to you or when you see them with somebody else, it ain't gonna hit you like that because you ain't gave up nothing. Okay, but you keep on acting like you know, we not men. We receivers. We not givers. We not supposed to be out here. Everybody we like, everybody we think cute, we had sex with. How many men you gonna end up being with? Sex is for procreation, for having children, not recreation.
But
People
see,
have sex for
sometimes that's
recreation.
not always the case. Because sometimes you can meet a man and don't have sex with him, and he can start feeling you before you feel him, and he start becoming obsessed like that too.
Yeah, and then it won't be hard to walk away. Cause you ain't had sex with them, you ain't got no bond or ties, but just talk. Walk away, call the police, go get you a pistol. Don't let no man, just cause he a man, he get to run your life, he get to come around and he get to be the stalker or the aggressor or whatever he wanna do because he a man. No. As grown women, you gotta know how to handle yourself and not let no man handle you. Go to Cabela's and go upside his head. Because when I say I don't want to be bothered with you no more, that's what I mean. And if I call the police on you, it's out of a courtesy. If I got to prove to you that I said leave me alone, I'm gonna pull that thing out on your ass. And if I gotta use it, I'm gonna use it. Because I said leave me alone, dude. And just because you a man don't mean that the relationship over when you say it's over. When I say we done, we done. I can't force nothing on you.
That's true, but nowadays we see how these men roll, and they getting worse and worse every day. Like, what the fuck is going on with them?
They know who to play with.
It's just getting sad. Like, I mean, if a woman don't want you, she don't want you. Just go ahead and move on. You don't have to keep unaliving her and cheating on her and all this stuff. Like, it's just crazy. It don't make no sense. It's sad. You don't have to keep doing that.
If we can't keep staying,
children.
We can't stay either. We gotta go. You know, when somebody, you know what I mean? When they start treating you bad, leave them alone. Right. I was listening all yesterday to the young ladies talking about men and how they cheat and what they do when they cheat and this and that. Here's the thing. Like I said, if you're not married, you single. So don't go. You get exclusive with somebody, and you don't want to date, and you don't want to see nobody else because you in a relationship. Then when you find out that he been playing, you don't feel stupid. Just keep it moving.
She
I,
right.
I
Some men
always,
even get upset when you don't even give them their phone number. You know, a man can try to stop you. You know, and you want to keep
yeah,
going, just say hi. They get upset if you don't even want to say hi. Give them the phone number. You know, like they just get crazy nowadays on you.
yeah. That's why you keep some mace in your purse, and don't. And I ain't finna say nothing to you. Period. You can't even say hi to these men because of that. You see what I mean?
I don't say hi to them. I let them say hi to me. And you know
Yeah.
what I do sometimes? When I'm out in the store, sometimes I act like I'm on the phone. I ain't talking to nobody because I don't even want to talk to me.
Period. That's all you gotta do. Phone ain't even on. Just
Girl, I
walking
have
through
my
there like you having
headphones
a whole
on.
conversation.
Yeah, I have my headphones on, girl. Act like I'm talking to somebody, child. And I ain't talking to nobody. They be like, how you doing? I be like, hi. And I started talking on my phone, child. And ain't nobody. Because I just don't want to be bothered with them. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Yeah.
Get upset if I tell you I'm not ready for a relationship, or if I tell you I'm with someone. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want the backlash from you out in public, so I would just act like I'm on the phone and going on down another aisle. Okay, just
Yeah. Yeah.
leave me alone.
That is so, girl. Look, and then look, if you think your man cheating on you, and you know your man cheating on you, why go through all his stuff and look after the woman? It ain't no guy that you thought was cute that you ain't mess with because you was in a relationship. Instead of worrying about him cheating on you, baby, you better go get yours. You better go get yours. Cheat your ass off, honey, because it's plenty of cute guys out here in these streets that I probably walked right on past or didn't engage with because I call myself in a relationship. Now that I know how you is, baby, I'm going right back and bending the block, okay? So your man cheat, so what? Cheat on his ass too. Go move on, okay? Why be hurt? That's opening up the door for you to see people too. Please. Thank you. Shit. Wish you would. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Y'all
know.
ain't never had Royal. You ain't ever had a guy that thought he was a player and you played him right back.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yes, I have.
Now,
But
is it
listen,
better?
the times wasn't like this, like it is now.
Girl, I know. But still. Ain't no way you gonna do me and I ain't gonna do you, baby. To hell with that. You cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat on your ass. First of all, keep it pimping. If you not married, you single. I don't care how long you been together, how many kids you got, how long y'all live together. If y'all not married, you single. Cause he could meet somebody else, fall in love with her, and marry her tomorrow. Ain't a damn thing you can do about it except respect and stand for the bride. Okay. So that's the first thing people need to remember. If you ain't married, you single.
That is true.
Care how nice he treats you, if he never cheated on you, none of that. You're still single. If the relationship's so good, then why he wasting time? Why he ain't gonna make an honest woman out you? Okay? Beyonce said if you like it, put a ring on it. Now they got dudes out here telling you they love you and they ain't putting no ring on it. And you out here believing he ain't doing this or doing that, and he, baby, bye. You better look out for yourself. Life's too short to be playing. A lot of these ladies is playing with themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, they playing with themselves.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, some of these men, they are very jealous. They are obsessed. Oh Lord, I just don't know. They're
They
very
do be, but it typically don't be men that got anything going for them. You know, ain't no man perfect. And
Wait a
men
minute,
are
what did she just
territorial.
say? She said my ex thought I was messing with my kid's father and waited for me to get home and shot me. What?
Wow.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I'm glad you still with us, honey. Oh my God. Wow. Girl, y'all got me just want to stay singing the rest of my life. You know what? I just love my sons. And that's it. I'm done.
You
I'm
say
done.
I'm done. I'ma stay but it's
I
some
love my
guys
boys.
out
I
here.
love my boys.
It's guys that feel the same way that you feel. Like, you know, they don't want to be bothered with none of the drama. You know what I mean? And it's somebody out there that feel the same way you feel, that ain't gonna give you no drama, that's gonna, show up and be nice. It's so many nice guys out here, it's ridiculous. And they single, and they trying, but it's just like they get overlooked all the time. I don't know how. A lot of times I think women just like the bad guys.
I don't think all women like the bad guys. I think some women makes mistakes sometimes because when they meet a guy, I think some women out here that do have good hearts, and maybe a guy don't
Hmm.
have nothing when they meet him, and they get to like them, love them, and they want to bring them up. You know what I'm saying? Like help them get into a business or whatever they can do to help them to bring them up. And then I think some guys be so disrespectful after this woman did everything in her power to bring this man up. Then he started doing all nasty things to her, beating her, cheating on her, and that is vice versa.
Yeah,
You got some men out here too that
because
meet women that don't have nothing, and they bring a woman up, and a woman does the same thing to them. So that shit is 50-50.
well, y'all shouldn't be digging in the trash. Stop digging in the garbage. If you got all these things going for yourself, why should you mess with somebody that ain't got nothing going on for themselves? And you got to bring them up to your level and standard. And it's people that's out here on your level and already have the standard you looking for.
Well,
Stop
you know
digging in
what?
the
That is true
garbage.
what you're saying, but sometimes you can't tell people who to love and who to be with. But I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just can't tell people who to be with and who to fall in love with.
Yeah, but don't you already have the like it'll be hard for me to fall in love with you because I already say, oh, you're gonna have to give me money, you're gonna have to do this, and you're gonna have to do that. So it's gonna be kind of hard for a broke nigga to get up in there because I ain't messing with no broke niggas. You see what I mean? Now the
Right.
cheaters and all of that other stuff, yeah, because I'm saying, okay, you gotta be able to, pay my bills, etc. You know what I mean? So you gotta pick what you want and know what you want and stick to that. And then anything outside of that, don't mess with it. If you know you don't like or can't deal with a cheater, don't mess with it. You know what I mean? Don't mess with it. If you know you don't want no broke ass man, don't mess with no broke ass man. So if you meet a dude who say, I'm in between jobs, nice to meet you. Have a good rest of your day. Shit.
Yeah.
Because he need to be focusing on the job and not focusing on me. Okay? Because I ain't ever went out here in between jobs looking for no damn relationship.
Yeah.
And I don't think many women do that. I think we be like, let me get myself together first. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have what you will take and will not take in a relationship and keep your legs closed and your eyes open. Then it ain't no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The world we live in today, oh Lord, I just don't know.
It's difficult. I mean, I just seen another. It's just so many relationship killings going on in Chicago alone. I just seen a lesbian couple on the news. She went to go help her by the side of the road, and then ended up shooting the girl 3 times. But the state troopers caught her and took her to jail. Like, what the hell? You see what I mean? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, all that killing another woman over another woman. That shit. Well, I got another video for tomorrow. And y'all, if I got an appointment in the morning, so if I be back on time enough, I will come live. If I don't, I'll see y'all Monday. But I'm gonna try to do this live tomorrow. Because I got a good one, I think, for Monday. I think I'm gonna do that one Monday. Because I got a couple to line up. And then I have
Cause
another
girl,
I got another one I
that's
want
it.
to do. That this married
That
woman cheated. No, this married man cheated on his wife. Oh, I ain't even gonna tell the story, but this one is crazy, crazy. Yeah, like yeah.
don't spoiler alert. Cause the one you showed the other day, my lip was just hanging open about the nail tech. And she went to Miami, girl. That was you, right? And
Yeah.
she killed the girl that her boyfriend was messing with, and they gave her 20 years. And then at the end, I had heard she had a child. I was like, oh my God. Because I had listened to the whole story, but I didn't realize that the girl had a child that she went to jail and left.
Yeah, her mom got the baby. The mom.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
My cousin in New Orleans, his mama is raising his children, like at least 5 kids, if not more, because his baby mama killed him. Yep, they say he was disrespecting her and talking crazy to her, and she came out there and stabbed him up and killed him. Yep, she had got tired of him, disrespecting her and all this other stuff, and he got multiple baby mamas. So that was just, but it's crazy that his mama ended up having to raise them children, because he did, and they mama in jail. So
Yeah.
sad.
It is. It is like it is. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Wow. I just pray for our young generation now coming up, getting in these relationships and stuff like that. And I also pray for the older women, because they are in toxic relationships, some of them, and it's just sad. It's really sad.
Hmm.
It really is.
And I really hate it for the older women, to walk around and somebody whooping on you and talking crazy to you. Like, that's just that's a whole nother beast in itself. Like, that's just way too much.
Yeah,
Way too
and then
much.
it's sad because when you get so deeply in love like that, and then you feel like you ain't gotten, because some women feel like sometimes they don't have a way out. They don't have a way out. Some women scared to tell their family what they're going through. Some women scared to tell their children what they're going through. You have to be the one that sees something's not right in your family member. Like, you want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? What is going on? You're not the same person. I see changes in you. This is not you. Especially if your friend or your family member, to know something is not right, like have a talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a talk with them and ask them questions, because see, a woman would talk before a man will, you know.
That's true. That's true. Guys who in abusive relationships, it takes a long time for them to come out with it.
Yeah,
It's like you gotta witness something, or like what happened to your arm, your head, your face type of deal, you know, for a guy to, men not gonna say nothing because they feel like they being a punk. But
Yeah.
women, yeah, that women will talk about it, but it's harder to get a woman to leave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is.
And
But
it be like the more you talk about it, the longer they stay, it seems. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, and I was always taught um in my sessions, never put a woman down when she do not want to leave. Just keep encouraging her. Don't put her down, call her names and stuff like that. Because when you do that, it makes her want to stay more and more and more. So whenever you see someone is in a domestic violence relationship, don't call them stupid. Don't call them names. Just keep praying for them. Every time you see them, keep talking to them. Keep empowering them. They deserve better. You can do better. I'm here for you. I can help you. No matter what, I'm here. One day, they're going to call you up and say, I'm ready to leave. Help me. But don't kick them down. Because when you kick them down, that's going to make them want to stay in that toxic relationship even more. Now I learned this
Mm-hmm.
throughout my years in my sessions. So always do that to a woman. Don't kick her down. Because sometimes people have said, you stupid, you dumb. Why you keep going through this? No, you don't need to go through this. They'll eventually wake up. I just hope they don't wake up in time enough that it costs them their life.
That's right. That's right.
You know, because things.
Because it only gets worse.
Mm-hmm. It definitely do. It definitely get worse. Definitely do. It don't get no easier.
Mm-mm.
And you
Because
know what hurts me the most when it's
the
kids
girl
involved.
who,
When it's
yes,
yes, when it's kids involved, I really don't like that. I really don't like it because you're arguing around the kids seeing you beating their mom, dragging their mom through the house, calling their mom names, picking up things, throwing at the mom. The kids looking at all this, and they so young, they feel helpless. They can't help their mom because they're young. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
yeah, that's mad sad.
Yes, it is.
That is so sad. And it's unnecessary, yo. It's so unnecessary. The shit's so crazy. And it comes from from people being raised that way.
Yeah, a lot of people don't go around their family and friends when they are getting abused. They keep it silent. They stay away because they don't want their family and friends to know. So that's normal. That is normal. That's normal. I definitely understand you, sis. But I'm glad if you out of it, you made it out of it alive, and that's the most important part. You know, sad situation out here. It's just guns all over the place. It's like guns just taking over our community. People don't want to talk and discuss things anymore. It's just like everybody just want to kill everybody. Just want to get a gun and just go ballistic. They want to go crazy. It's just, oh Lord.
It's sad.
And I covered one case. I don't know. I can't remember. But this guy, he had shot his baby mama, and the little girl was pregnant. And I'm gonna bring that case back up too. But I feel like something was definitely off. Like he killed her, buried her in the house, and went to California for over a fucking month and stayed there and came back to the dead body and Googled how do you move a body. All this crazy shit he did. They charged him for that baby because that lady was 8.5 months pregnant. So they charged him for 2 bodies. That's insane.
That's terrible.
Yes. I'm like, this dude
That
must be out of his
terrible.
mind. I mean, and then when I heard them say that he went to California for a month. And he even Googled how long it takes for a dead body to smell.
Oh no.
Yes, he did.
Girl, look, you should have seen this lady. I don't know where she was. I kind of think she was in Chicago. I'm not sure. But she had a dead body in a suitcase
Oh my land.
of a little girl. And she had been, I think it was her sister's daughter.
In a suitcase. Oh my land. What is wrong with these people? Of a baby? A baby? Come on now. Tina, I think you went out. Or either you on mute. No, wait. No, you're not on mute. I think you just went out.
No.
Okay, there
She
you go.
was like 7 or 8 years old, girl. And she had her in that suitcase, dead, decomposed, and police had pulled her over, and she ain't have a license or whatever. So they took all the stuff out the trunk. And they was,
Oh yes, that case, and she had that lady in there with her. But they did charge the lady. But when they got down to the police department, they recognized that the lady was I want to use the right word. She had disabilities, y'all. The lady had disabilities. The lady did not know the body was in the trunk, because I was wondering why I kept hearing the girl say, "Leave her alone. Don't charge her. She don't know what's going on. She don't understand." But come to reality, the lady, the detective called the lady family for the family to come down there so they can talk to the family about her.
yep,
That's the same case, right?
yep.
I remember that case. I remember that. Yes. The lady had talked to the kids, y'all, and put the kids in the trunk, y'all. But the disabled woman didn't know what was going on. She was lost. She said, "Well, I don't know. I just ride. I ride." Meaning she was trying to say she was riding with the lady.
Yep.
And the cops was trying to be so mean to the other lady. She was like, "Don't treat her like that. Leave her alone. Don't treat her like that. She's disabled." But the cops wasn't bonding at the time. Yep, that's the same case. I seen that shit.
Yep.
That was very disheartening. Yep. Yeah. You
that
are
was
right. The kids and the yep. You remember that case?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember that. That was so sad. But I just thank God.
Uh-huh.
I thank God that the cops did, get to, because when they was interviewing the lady, they knew that she was disabled. The things that she was saying, she wasn't comprehending what the police was saying, asking her. So they caught on right away that she did not have anything to do with it, and she did not know what was going on. She did not. When they asked her something, she kept saying something about her pocketbook. Remember that, Tina?
Yeah, she did. I was like,
yeah, she kept saying
what
something
is she talking about? Yeah, that's what confused everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she just talking like she out of her mind, like she not making no kind of sense.
Yeah, she really was, disabled, and I thank God they let her go. I was praying for her and they let her go. Yes.
And that girl had that body wrapped in all kinds of saran wrap. The suitcase, girl.
She had that body wrapped up I'm like, what the? I mean, she had that body wrapped up tight.
That policeman went crazy, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Baby, when he found out what it was, girl, he lost his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even mad at him. I probably would have went crazy too, because look how long they had them sitting on the sidewalk before they even realized.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The police officers did start crying. One of them started crying. I remember that. Yep.
I'm like, what the hell? And she was just lying and lying and lying.
Yes, I'm like, oh my God, this is sad.
Wasn't it?
Wow.
I was
And they,
like, people so crazy.
mm-hmm.
People so crazy.
But wonder what made her do that.
I do not know. I
Oh,
don't
it
know
was
if it
her
was
niece
by
and her nephew. You
accident,
right, sis. It was. You right. You right. It was.
but I know that those weren't her kids. That was a relative kids.
That was her niece and nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. When I seen that story, oh my God, that really broke my heart. It did.
I thought it was just some fake clickbait.
I did too until I kept looking at it.
But yeah, I was like, oh no, this ain't true. No, this not true. Girl, look. So
Yeah.
if you
Well, thank God she ain't had no kids. Did she have kids of her own, y'all? Cause I didn't hear them say that she have kids of her own.
did she?
I don't know. I didn't hear them say it in the video or anything I watched. And thank God if she didn't. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
Yeah, I don't think she did neither. That lady was crazy.
Beyond.
Oh, she sure was. Yep. And then she was talking to herself when the police was interviewing her. The lady that had the disability, she was talking to herself
Yeah.
too. And they was trying to be so mean to her. And I was like, God, please show there's something wrong with this lady, please. Because I knew it, I seen it, and I sensed it. And I said, thank you, Lord. They finally seen that something was wrong with this lady.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
Excuse me.
She kept saying, where's my pocketbook? And they was like, we got your pocketbook. You're not getting your pocketbook.
If she would have said that one more time.
Well, baby, she wanted that pocketbook, goddamn. I don't care a damn. She wanted that
Okay. I know if it was something in there too. Shit.
Yeah, and that's why I say, Tina, sometimes I think a lot of cops need to go back to be reevaluated, because if they was evaluated the right way, they would have knew that girl had a disability. She wasn't saying nothing on the scene. She was just looking, and then when they asked her questions, I knew right away something was wrong with her, and I wasn't even no cop. I knew immediately something was off with that lady. And I prayed and asked God to show those cops that lady had a disability. I mean, Lord, they was going crazy on that lady. Yes, I saw that the other lady didn't know. Yeah. Oh, you seen that too, Auntie? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, she didn't. She had a teddy bear. Oh. She had a teddy bear in her pocketbook? So that's why she probably wanted her pocketbook back. The auntie to the children that was on a live, the other one had selling the body on the streets for years. Damn, a lot of y'all knew about that case. So the sister didn't want to take care of her kids, and she wanted to give the kids to her, and she didn't know what to do. You right, honey K, because they was saying that in the damn comments. You is right. Yes. Uh-huh. Wow. Those kids did not deserve that. They didn't deserve it. Poor little kids. Them cops couldn't even take the smell that was coming out of there. Oh, Lord. Lord, they had so many goddamn cops come on that scene. Woo. Because they stopped her for something else. I think it was a tail light or something like that. That's why they stopped her. They didn't stop her because of the bodies, because they didn't know that at the time. But if I'm not mistaken, they stopped her for a tail light she had out. It was a violation of something they stopped her for. She told her sister to come get the kids. That story was sad, y'all. It was. That story was really, really sad. It really was sad. I was like, wow, how could somebody do kids like that? Kids are so innocent. I don't like when people mess with kids. I don't like that. I do not like when people bother with the kids. Leave the kids out of any situations because the kids ain't actually be here. They don't understand what's going on. You know, they don't. They babies, you know, so they don't understand. She was taking care of her sister's children while their sister was out getting pregnant again, and she had a baby, and then they took that baby from her. Well, my land. Plus she was speeding. Got you. Now listen. Now what? Listen. Now why the hell you was speeding and know you was dirty as a motherfucker? But see, that was God. That was God. Because ain't no telling what she would did to those children's bodies. And it probably would have took them a long time to find her. So that won't nothing but God. You know? That won't nothing but God. Ooh, baby, I tell you, these people is sick in the head nowadays. Like no remorse, no love, no loyalty, no dignity, no respect. Like just nothing. Just nothing. I believe she was high too. I was thinking that too. I was thinking the same thing. Yes. Because she kept saying, don't arrest her. Leave her alone. She don't have anything to do with this. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. And I kept saying, well, what the hell is going on here? Until I started seeing the lady, she was talking slow and, she wasn't really comprehending what the police was saying. And, she was just looking, moving around. And then that's when the cops told her to sit down on the sidewalk. But I had already, by the time they got her in the police car and took us to that police station, that's when I started it clicking to me that this lady is disabled. Yeah. She was gone, but put the bodies in the... What? Whew. Damn. I always say, y'all, if you have children and you don't want them, take them to the police station. Take them to the hospital. Take them to a fire department. Anywhere. It's places out here that you can take your children to. Still, doing that to your children. You don't have to do that. Let your children live. They didn't ask to be here. Let them live. It's places that you can drop your children because they have it here. And they always say that. They always post it and everything. Whew. Let's see here. Can we talk about narcissist mother? Sure, we can. We can do it another day. Sure, I can do videos on that too. They told her that they talked to her mom and she really started to go off then. Wow. Oh, Miss Joe, we were just talking about an incident with this lady unalive her niece and nephew. And she put them in the car to go take them and throw them somewhere. And the cop stopped her and caught the bodies in the car. Yeah. That's Holly who's running that page for the allegedly auntie. Well, a lot of people say they do believe that. I don't know where it was at, Miss Joy. I can't remember. Maybe somebody in the chat can remember where it happened at because I can't remember actually what state it was in. Or maybe somebody in the chat can verify where it was at because I'm not sure. But that was a sad story. It really was. Yeah, that was a sad story. I forgot where it happened at. I'm not even sure. But that lady was crazy. She was in Maryland. She got 60 years. Oh, it was. Okay. Whoa, she got 60 years? Good. Good. She deserved every bit of it. Oh, she got 50 years. Okay. And she also had to be the helper of the family. Yeah, she did. She did, Miss Joy. Well, I'm glad they pulled her over. I'm glad they found them babies. And I'm glad she got 50 years. And guess what? When you in jail for that amount of time, you always go up for parole after a certain time. I hope she go up for it. And I hope every time she go up for parole, I hope they deny her ass. She don't never need to come back on the street again. She is a danger to society, honey. She don't need to be on no goddamn street. Her name was Nicole Johnson. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, Lord. Another Johnson. Yeah, that was a sad story. That story was definitely a sad story. Yeah. As soon as Tina said something about it, I knew exactly what story she was talking about. But y'all, I'm going to get up off of here because I got things to do. I got to go out in the morning. I hope I'll be back in time enough for my live, y'all, because I got a good story for y'all tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Shit, I got so many stories lined up. But you will see, if I come live, because I will set my live. But if I don't set my live by 12, then y'all know I didn't make it back on time enough. And I'll see y'all Monday. But I hope to be here tomorrow. And I thank you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I really do. I love everybody that joins me and interact with me. I appreciate all y'all guys. I really, really appreciate every last one of y'all. That's right, Miss Joy. I always say that if it's God's willing. Yes, my mother taught me that. My mother taught me it before she passed away. Yes, she did. Always taught me to say that. Brittany, you can drop my coffee link one more time before I get off. Thank you, Brittany. Yes. And yeah, we can get into narcissist moms. I can do a lot of videos on that, baby. I can do a lot of videos on that. Yes, sure can. Bye, everyone. Be safe and stay beautiful. Same to you, my love. Right, D. I really enjoy your live. Have a great night. You do the same, beautiful. You do the same. You do the same. Yep. I'm going to put up my laundry because I washed clothes this morning and make me some for dinner and just relax for the rest of the day. Y'all, when I get off of here, you know what I do? I do what I got to do, like eat, shower, whatever. And then I started trying to get content, for maybe 3 days in a row, stuff like that. Sometimes it get overwhelming, right? Because sometimes I have to listen to the video to make sure it's appropriate. Because sometimes I don't you never knew what other people been through in their life, so I don't want to hit a nerve with nobody or nothing like that. So, I like to be fair and stuff like that. So, yeah, so we're going to always keep Ramika's name alive. She's going to always be on my thumbnails, and stuff like that. So I'll always keep her name alive, because like I said, with that case with her, it's still missing puzzles, missing pieces, everything that we don't know about. Maybe one day we will get to know what really, really took place, that day. When? I don't know. But it is a lot of moving parts, that we don't know about. And maybe one day we will get to know, Everybody keeps saying they know this and they know that. And we got the video of this and we got that and ain't got shit because we ain't seen shit yet. How about that? Nothing. Have a great day, Miss D. See you tomorrow. You too, my love. You too. Have a great one. Well, I get up off of here. I love you guys. I see you guys tomorrow. Be safe out here in these streets. Always remember to stay prayed up and always remember to keep God first. And I love you guys. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow if I be back on time. Same place. Peace and love. Brittany, send me an inbox.